Wow.
Well, everyone's here except for the people who are going to be late or not supposed to be here.
Yep. So Dia's going to be late. Crow's doing crow things.
And it is
Just that.
Neil's anniversary.
And Neil's anniversary, yeah.
All right, we're live. Let's not dox Neil and, imply that they're a happy individual on
I mean,
anniversary.
we're allowed to say
He's allowed to. Yeah.
I mean, that's not doxing.
That's just saying that he.
All right, I was having a joke, everyone. Welcome to the stream! It's another lovely Friday, and we're here to see if the players survive today's session.
We won't.
It's always such
mean, we
low
might.
probabilities.
We won't. We just won't. At some point, we're just all gonna die. So to something inane.
I mean,
possibly, like
fuck
a
you,
cupcake.
Immortal. He's not going to die.
You'll phase out of existence.
Our fate's worse than death.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Like
you
being
switch
in this
into a
party,
different
yeah.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
This party's great.
Now, see, did anyone pick up on what Chris said? He said, the players die,
Yeah.
not the characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm worried. I'm
I'm
worried.
not. I expect
should be worried.
this.
Mhm.
I'm fine.
Especially when I play a character who has died so many times.
Yeah, that one's weird. That's entirely you. I never plan for those.
No. Yeah.
You just have a
Well-
knack. But anyway, welcome back to episode 40 now, Emberlock Ambitions. And will it be the players' ambitions that get them murdered? Or maybe the ambitions of the giants who see a new promising future, an army sweeping across the land?
It will definitely be self-inflicted.
Uh,
It will 100% be self-inflicted.
As
What
we
a
mentioned, we have two
fun one.
players away today. Lugrim and Assassin will be slumbering or leaning against a wall, judging the other characters. And at some point, Gwent will stop being a coward and come out of hiding with the giant-ass table book.
Oh yeah, he's hiding under
Oh
a
yeah, that's what we did last time.
I remember. I couldn't remember most
It's,
of the stuff we did.
It's in flavor that you just can't find Gwent.
Gwent fucked off, and we can't
Scott.
find.
He
Nope,
genuinely has. He has the highest stealth and the highest perception. So the only one who could possibly see him is him.
I don't think Gwent has the highest
No.
stealth. I think he's second highest.
I think
stealth.
Assassin's got the highest stealth.
Yeah, I think Assassin's got the highest.
And then
The highest stealth of who's regular.
Turns out Assassin's been here for every session so far. We just haven't noticed.
So nice. You think they're slumbering in that backpack. They're not. That's a decoy. They've been going off on many adventures.
I wouldn't put it past him.
no.
Remember, they were kidnapped for as being an espionage agent.
They were kidnapped from
Who knows
being
what they're doing?
espionage agent, and they were kidnapped from their kidnappers.
Yeah, see, you think that the professor kidnapped Assassin, but what you don't realize is that was all part of the ploy for Assassin to get inside the rebellion's headquarters.
I'm 100% certain that is exactly what they would say.
Yep. And the professor also doesn't realize how many false memories were implanted in their head. But anyway, back to the session.
Like a bullet anyway.
Fuck,
Wolfie, say hi.
What?
Wolfie, start us off. Say hi.
Okay.
Zormir.
Hi.
Fuck you.
Hi.
Gwent.
No.
I think
Muted, I think, for the moment.
I've got the mic on line. We'll come back to them. And the point, aka, what the even? And at some point, Gwent will say hi once they get everything set up. I am Chris McKenzie. I will be your DM today for a wonderful adventure through the world of Alterra, the Shattered Alt Sphere. We return. Well, actually, where do we want to go to? I'm going to leave this up to the party. Previously, Zormir was in the pocket of Elder Arazag, watching the demonstration of their possible future mistake. We'll find. Watching their idea come to life in the form of still not entirely functional Emberlock armor. As the giant soldier prototyping it was swaying and hovering in the air, shooting fire projectiles from their wrists, and also having the armor chassis and body kind of dissolving and reappearing as they were using the fire weapons. Clearly, the unstable kind of matrix or nature of the armor makes it difficult to control perfectly. On the other side of the party, up in the an Iron Landing, The party had recently stolen a shipping manifest written in Giant and has successfully managed to hide and flee and hide from the pursuing Fire Giant guards who are still actively patrolling the area and keeping an eye out for the 3 culprits they have identified as being related to the theft. A strange-looking goblin who they only caught a second glance off and will probably be suspicious and interrogate of every goblin they come across now. A very uniquely looking Alvina who's very hard to distinguish from other, or not distinguish from other people, and a centaur carrying a giant book that's very hard not to remember as well. So do keep that in mind when you go back out into the foray of the marketplace, and if you're interacting with any of the guards, they have all been alerted to your descriptions.
I mean, fuck you is a lizard at the
Alert
moment.
level has been changed to suspicious.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
And I'm James, by the way. Thanks for asking me to introduce myself, Chris.
Go here.
Oh no, that's fair. That's fair. Normally remember to include you even when you're not on roll 20, but my brain was like, no, there's people away. It's only people in roll 20.
Yeah, only roll 20. No one else counts.
And this is
Anybody hear
Fate,
me now?
and this is Gwen.
Yes, we can.
Hey!
Congrats. So
We're just hanging out.
out of the 2 groups of Zormir and everyone else, where would we like to go first, players?
I would say Zormir.
I kind of want to do Zormir because I believe we also found they also spotted a weird bit of like severed rope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I know
that.
nothing about.
You
No,
spotted it, but you're like, why is there rope here?
no metagaming this. By the way, come on then.
Yeah, that's what I say.
And we're
They
not in this.
saw the
We're not in
rope.
this team.
Zormir saw the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Please, I don't mind a little bit of
Things
metagaming.
might
I only,
happen there as
I only
well.
care about metagaming when you guys are trying to fuck each other over.
Yeah.
Aw, but that's the only time to do it.
That's the only time I can't allow it.
Yeah, to be fair.
Metagaming against the DM all you want. Unless it's literally part of the puzzle, in which case, sorry, you can't fall through the fucking wall. There we go, nice callback for anyone who watches our one-shots.
Nah.
We return back to level 1. It appears to be some sort of dwelling lair, given that you've seen what appears to be the barracks almost of the various giants, as well as 3 doors across a pit of lava with some what appear to be beautifully carved and engraved stone walkways that are hanging suspended in mid-air, nothing supporting them. And the fact that that stone is just hovering there in the center, actually quite a architectural amazement.
It's just string.
It's just strange. As well as what appears to be a colored-in stone dragon head on the far, I want to say, west wall. Get my
Yes,
directions
west.
right.
Yep.
Mhm.
I don't know why I'm using directions on a 2D map.
Yeah,
On the right. No, on the
this-
left.
Yeah, if this is north, south, east, west, as in a normal map, yes, it's west.
Seriously, I think I'd have to do it per like the overview world.
That's
Which,
fair point.
The dragon head goes. I know because I have roughly idea of where this is pointing out. I'm pretty sure the dragon head would be north
Okay.
per where it looks on the overall map, but that makes no sense when you're looking at this. So we're just gonna go on the left side of the map here.
Yeah.
Zormi, you're still currently in the pocket of Arazag. You've recently just gotten a glance off the prototype and maybe have a second or 2 left before Arazag is going to start stuffing you down into their pocket. As the demonstration comes to an end, they were using their body to block your line of sight, and more importantly, the line of sight of anybody on the other side of them, from the gathered party that you have heard the voices of but have not seen. Does everyone remember the voices, or does anyone want me to recap any of the participants?
There was huge bloke, slimy bloke, and money pincher, right?
I
Basically.
remember Slimy.
Yeah. I remember it was Grima Wormtongue, the merchant, and the lieutenant. Was it Lieutenant General?
Something
Lieutenant
like
General is the leader of this outpost, yes.
Yeah. He was then it was that guy. I believe it was mentioned. The even bigger than Arazag sounding one.
Yes, the much deeper giant voice, which is quite impressive given that giants innately have a really
Very
deep
deep.
voice, especially fire giants. I like to imagine it bristles with the crackling of a fire pit.
They sound like chain smokers.
Yeah. But Arzak, not Arzak. Congrats, Zormir. Arzak.
What do you want to do here?
Zormir, what would you
Yes.
like to do while you're watching the armor prototype kind of come to an end and begin to like hover back down onto this raised wooden platform?
Maybe an fire element to help with better control of some system there might help.
Arzak kind of whispers down to you in his gruff, broken common. No, this was to be expected. We just need a second layer to handle the armor, uh, the Emberlock regeneration and deployment.
I need to use more material.
Well, as long as I have an idea of what needs to be done, it's always a good start.
Yes, like I said,
And
we were quite quick when it came to programming in the commands, the primal commands. Normally a process like that would take days, but we wanted to get something quick. This is to be expected.
I also fear the excess amount of tension now in your work might make it very difficult for me to stay and be your apprentice now. It might get you in a lot of trouble if other people pay attention.
Luckily, the Primal Forge is a sacred area that only the Primal Smiths and Lieutenant General have access to. In theory, the ingot merchants would have no reason to come down to there. The hierarchy enforcers have the possibility of, but it would be. It would require some political capital to be spent on their part to justify the intrusion. Although, given the priority of this project, if it does gain traction, that might be something they're willing to spend.
And why is there a rope on the floor over there?
Nah.
What?
It's just a bloody rope lying on your stairway.
Apprentice Zormir, focus. Do you always do you always drift to such trivialities?
Realities.
Trivialities?
I just found it
tools,
kind of
but that's
weird.
that word.
I just found it kind of weird to
There's a random
Never mind.
on the floor.
just
In a
like
volcano.
As the armor lands down, you hear a booming voice echo.
Okay,
This is
I can-
remarkable.
I don't understand giant.
You hear a booming voice echo. God.
I silently say to myself, I need to fucking learn giant.
You need to learn giant. I need to learn draconic. We've got work to do here.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
As
teach you both.
Arzak very quickly
I don't
stuffs
wanna
you
do
down
that.
into your pocket as you can feel the momentum of their body kind of twisting as they are turned to look at somebody or are turned in a direction, unbeknownst to you why. You hear a string and continuation of a dialogue for 5 to 10 minutes. Is there anything you would like to do while you are sitting there hearing these foreign words pass your ears before we time skip? Would you like to do anything before I time skip?
uh,
Try to memorize the words being said. You don't know what they actually are, but just try to memorize.
what kind of check would I'm guessing some form of intelligence check to see if I can start piecing together some of the start to understand the sort of tones and noise that makes up their words.
Context.
Yeah, the
For
context.
a language check?
Yeah.
It would be intelligence. So, You're just trying to like start to piece it together. Because if you want to learn a language, you could do that. Per the standard downtime rules of learning a language. You
Yeah,
don't need to
but
make a check right now.
it's sort of I'm trying to see if I can maybe
Make the
figure out
gist.
some of the words or the gist of what they're saying.
Or try
He
remember
sounds
them.
positive and sounds excited, or sounds
Yeah, do you
really
have
mad.
anything in your past or history that you may have already learned a little bit of Giant, or because you don't have a reference or anything, it's not like you're looking at like a written word, or you're not looking at any, you aren't aware of the translation. Like it maybe
Hmm.
somebody was translating to you in common while you were hearing it, you could start to piece them together. But right now, there's no context to anchor the words you're hearing to really start to piece those together to any words or language.
Did you
Hmm.
psychoanalyze a lot of Goliaths in your past that might have spoken a bit of
I
giant?
don't know. Possibly had some giants across the couch at some point.
It's Goliath's
Yeah.
a humanoid that
Uh,
speaks giant.
yeah.
Are there many of them on whatever fucking realm you came from again? Eros, was that it?
Probably isn't for.
There
No,
are
they're
a
from
few.
the more. Aren't they from more of the
I know they're
Earth
from
domain?
I know there were some from like the dinosaur domain, I believe, right?
For giants.
There's some in Blood
Goliaths.
Raven.
Goliath.
Oh, Goliaths. No, there's a population of Goliaths in Eros.
Hmm.
It's actually quite a decent population of Goliaths. There used to be a population of giants on Eros back in the days before various dwarf racism got in the way of murdering most of them and turning them into super powerful weapons.
You may have heard some. There's a chance you
Yeah,
heard
we
some
met-
if you like talk to a Goliath.
I think we met our first Void Giants in Eros.
Yeah, there's a small group of them that descended that tried to make their home in Eros after the giant Exodus and returned to Alterra. But that gets into lore bits that we don't need to discuss right now. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
irrelevant
we'll
to
get
the
into
scenario.
lore on Tuesday nights. Yes.
All you need to know is yes, there are Goliaths in Eros.
So you might have heard a bit of giant here and there.
Mostly the swears though.
Hey, but I think it's safe to say that from the very short period of like a couple hours that you've been in the proximity of this foreign language has not been sufficient time to start to grasp the small like little bits at the edges of the language. If given a couple days, couple weeks, especially with any tutoring or anyone pointing out certain words to you, you could easily learn the language, no doubt, given your vast intelligence. And you could do so with the downtime rules applied to you in the DMG and the Xanaverse.
Yeah.
Not going to reinvent the wheel here.
Don't worry, Zome. You'll learn it in about a week, and then Alvina will be stuck for the rest of the campaign learning Draconic with a -2 modifier.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in terms of like
What the hell
making
does
your
gra
party?
mean? Gra,
Attempt
what
to,
does
like,
it mean? It means I'm angry, Alvina. We've been over this.
stealth
Gra. Oh,
away
for
from
fuck's sake,
Arzag.
please say it loudly.
Is there anything you'd like to do before I time skip away from you?
Try and contact Assassin if I hear any of the ads again. But if I hear none of the ads so I can respond, then I'll probably just listen,
Nah,
and
they'll send you an ad in like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something.
I'll just sit and listen. And basically,
It's an advertisement for the freaking rockery that we're hiding.
You do so. The words wash over, and you pay special attention to the tones and the consonants of each word as they worship. It's a very harsh language. You come to realize very quickly. I guess the equivalent to in our world probably German or a Germanic language.
Really cool languages.
With that, we will move over to landing and quickly check in with the rest of the part. For Zormir, eventually the conversation does come to an end, and Arzad begins making his way back down into the lower core, which is where we'll take back up there.
Okay.
But as we come back to the party upstairs, Fukyu, Alvina, and Gwen are in hiding, so we're going to quickly go and check in with the rest of the party first. To see what they would like to do. So, Fade, what would you like to do?
I genuinely don't know. I have just walked out of this this place with all my body parts still intact.
You were serving coffee last time.
Oh yeah, you've got like an empty tray.
And you did
Yeah,
get away,
I've
and
got
you are
an
now
empty tray of
standing
coffees.
somewhere among the ship area, or moving back towards the market, your choice.
Yeah.
Having just seen all of this commotion, and you can already feel the atmosphere there. You can feel the tension in it, and the fact that the guards are kind of now paying that extra little bit of attention to everyone as they pass. And some of them are kind of giving you the side eye, being that you are a strange-looking non-giant creature.
I'm embers in the wind. Blown embers, whatever.
Whatever it's called.
I'm trying to look unobtrusive and just head through the town. Some of them I'm sure know me as the guy who brought them coffee, and hopefully that'll be enough to.
You're
Yeah,
the intern.
I'm the intern. I'm the Make-A-Wish kid. The
Oh,
weird
no.
the weirdness going on.
You do so. You find yourself able to continue through the marketplace unharassed by any of the guards stopping you and asking you questions. As we move over to the point, what would you like to do as you're watching us? I believe you've recently just gotten away from your own guard
Oh
and
yeah.
are now just standing by the side of the marketplace.
Can I
So the
look
point
around
will
for it?
probably look up and go, "Oh, they've. What are they up to this time?" Just sit down on the floor and just start fiddling with Merida, just playing quiet music, waiting for the trouble to come to him.
You definitely would
Can
have
I-
seen at least Alvina full.
Yes, Fade, you can see the point if you'd like to
Yeah.
make your way over
Cool.
to them.
Yeah, I'll just sort of move. Yeah, just try and be unobtrusive.
Yeah, but wave.
Trouble has found you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
They went that way. Don't know what they were carrying.
A ledger or a book or something, I think.
Looked like a table,
What?
didn't it?
Yeah.
It looked
It was table
was
sized.
a-
It was still obviously a book. It's just
Okay.
it was as big as a table to us.
it was a giant-sized book, but it's probably written in gigantic. So yes, we should.
Okay.
I should probably
I mean, I don't think
find
Fade
them
would
and
have
translate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Fade would have seen that. They probably would have known something happened.
To be fair, not
Uh,
a bad shout.
If I was out here, I would just say I think they were carrying some sort of massive book.
I should
Yeah.
probably go
To be fair,
translate. it for them.
everyone suddenly started looking at Alvina running away with a giant book. It doesn't put anyone more than an intelligence of 8 to piece that together.
No idea.
That have- yeah,
Alvina was involved. Still,
I have-
still has no idea.
I have nearly triple that. So I'm gonna big brain my way and find you. If I were Alvina, where would I be hiding?
Food.
I look around for a bucket of apples.
Oh wait, go to the donut shop.
The point will go back over to the pastry shop,
Yeah.
buy a pastry, and just walk in the direction he saw Alvina going.
It's fair.
I will
Follow the
press
screams.
digitate. I will press the digitate to make the smell even bigger, so that Alvina comes floating in like cartoon logic.
Fair enough. We'll find out when we come to Alvina. But first, we'll go to the little
Yeah.
lizard on the wall/ceiling.
Mhm.
Fuck you. What would you like to do?
I mean, so fuck you's just lizarding about.
Visiting.
Yep.
Freaking
Love
leopard gecko.
I mean,
on the
yeah.
wall.
Basically, everything is basically just a hot rock, and he's just very tempted to bask on the rocks. He's only got lizard intelligence, so he's not.
Yeah, well, one.
Yeah, and so he's probably just sitting on a rock somewhere for like nearly an hour.
That's fair. As you are, I believe, still just with how we played it on the map, you were still out in the actual Iron Landing kind of ship dock area as you're up on the wall. As you
Thereabouts, yeah.
as you're kind of standing on the rock, hearing the winds buffeting the kind of top layer of the walls far above you. Not any detriment to you at all. But you do notice that the skylight is beginning to dim from that kind of bright, or that brighter yellowish red into a kind of deeper maroon red, as it appears to be getting closer to nightfall now.
I'm gonna be honest, I totally thought it was like a bird of prey coming to just carry him away.
Oh wow. To be fair, if it wasn't scorching winds and yeah, it's afternoon high winds. If it wasn't for the fact that it's high winds, that would be quite funny. But lucky for you, no birds are currently flying in these high winds that are buffeting against the upper walls.
I spend my fate chip to make it so. What are we calling them?
Destiny point.
Destiny point.
Yeah.
You
bird.
use a destiny point to get you carried off by like a freaking raptor or something.
Destiny point to summon bird.
I'm fine with this. I cast summon bird.
Are you a druid?
I mean, I don't know what's on that spell list.
But yes, Fuki, would you like to kind of rest there for a little bit until you catch sight of the party forming in the distance?
Yeah. He'd probably keep an eye out just to see like someone in the party, and probably like gecko his way onto them and stick to them, like as they walk past.
It'll take some time, but you can eventually catch up with the point and Fade if you would like.
Is the lizard wearing a tiny lampshade?
Yes. It wasn't, but it is now.
It is now.
It wasn't, but it is now.
It's a frilled
So that's how it
lizard.
gets around.
It's a
It's not
frilled
lizard.
lizard.
Lizard. Alvina, you start to smell the sweet scent of donuts, glazed with a. They actually do have sugar. It works here, because one of their little sub cuisines here is sugar, and sugar spinning.
It's your classic. Is it your classic Simpsons donut, alley? Like
Pink
pink icing with sprinkles,
It's the little,
or is it a yum yum?
grandmother's- It's the grandmother's like cafe thing that I
What's
got
the,
arrested in.
in my head? It's a beignet.
Nice.
The beignet.
Okay.
So Alvina can smell the donuts, and she's staying in the little like shop that she's taken up hiding residence in, and she's basically gonna go into like lying in wait for the donuts to come nearby, and then she's just gonna bite them.
Waiting to pounce on donuts.
Ambush predator.
All right, Alvina, roll me a d20 fate die, and the point also roll me a d20 fate die to see
Okay.
how long this takes.
If somehow this takes longer, I have something I want to try. 19.
Hey, it doesn't take too long.
No, the fates have conspired to put you really close together, as almost less than like 2 to 3 minutes after you've bought the pastry and have started just walking around. You were expecting maybe 10, 20 minutes, given the size of the marketplace, and you'd assume Alvina would start coming to you eventually. So you are entirely unprepared and unexpected, as out of nowhere, like a shark just rising from the surface. Alvina, how would you like to eat?
Music.
How would you like to eat the donut?
How would you like to eat the donut?
So basically, I imagine Alvina's stealthily creeping up. She's not noticed it's the point. She's just seen that it is food in her hand, and she wants it. She's creeping up, and then she literally just goes, and it leaps out, and just bites down, possibly onto the point's hand, like the entire hand.
I was worried about that. Yeah.
Stuck in her mouth. Ow.
Does she get your hand?
Yeah, but I'm wearing gloves.
You lose the hand.
You lose the glove first.
Oh, there goes one of my gloves.
She's eating the glove.
One of my good gloves.
While this is occurring, Gwen,
lost
in
her
your
gloves.
impossible to find, magically enchanted hiding place, what are you up to in there, buddy?
Just like spread over the book, just trying to find the best place to hide it, because I can't leave because it's a big book and I'll be instantly seen by everybody. So I'm just keeping down low, not moving, frantically breathing, cursing Alvina.
Can I?
That's fair.
Would we know by now what Gwent really likes?
In terms of
Sure.
foods.
Hiding.
Not
Apples!
being here.
Nope, Gwent just
Not even. Yeah, I pull out some sugar lumps. And then
Gwent,
do
you've been
that in
traveling
the
with these
same
folks
manner.
for what, like 2 weeks now?
Alvina might know what you like. 'cause
Have
she's-
you told them what you like to eat? Have they spotted you eating anything in like the common room canteen or anything?
The one moment we've spent together,
You have shared a ship for over a week in close proximity and confines.
Like a
I
month,
have
wasn't
given
it?
Fade a sugar cube, so he would know that.
You're going Alvina
Yeah.
one as well, which is
So
fine.
I would like to get some sugar and do the same thing.
It took
But-
7
but-
days to get from Titan Guts down to Deep, so you would have only been on the ship for a week.
Oh, fair enough. I thought it was longer. Time flew. I just thought.
To be honest, I thought it
So
was
did the
like a
ship.
couple of months that
Say, I thought it was like a month. Yeah.
On the ship?
Yeah.
or since like Gwent's been in the party.
Oh no, this is what I'm meaning, like while you were confined together in the ship.
Ah, right.
Because it's just you don't have the wide open like nature spaces where Gwent could be like going off to eat. They would have to eat either in their room, or they'd have to eat in the canteen area with the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. Do you graze like a horse on grass and shit? With your
Really getting
human
to
mouth.
the deep, slightly racist fantasy
Yes.
questions.
I'm gonna say no, but when we get salads, I do roll them up into like a little bale, and then
That
eat
makes
them
a
like
lot
a
of
big
sense.
apple.
That's fair.
Ah,
Makes-
Just because I like the visual of it.
Yeah. I imagine it like a ball of yarn, but lettuce.
Well, regardless, I pull out some
Gwent,
sugar lumps and I try to.
Go ahead and give
cook a-
me
cook a grape.
an insight check while you're there.
Here,
looking
Can I
for
take
the-
advantage because I assume that this isn't the first time somebody's tried to tempt me out of hiding?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is to pick a good location to hide the book where you believe nobody would search for it. Okay. You think you clock a pretty good location. It's a little bit obscure. It's behind a crate next to one of the stalls. It doesn't look like it's particularly well used. That you think if you hid the book there and kind of covered it with some of the cloth that's nearby it stands a fair chance of not being randomly detected anytime soon. Now, it doesn't look like you find like a little crevice part where it looks like they kind of leave kind of the infrastructure here overnight, far away from any of the clearly like portable or brought up stock where they might return it. So, yeah, that looks pretty good.
we're good.
I see any guards at all or anybody looking suspicious?
Nope, everything looks good. This looks to be your best hiding location for it. Your only other option would be to take it with you.
No, I meant for me then just to leave it there. Is there anybody watching as I can try and sneak out to this bit?
There is not. You believe that you passed your previous stealth check.
Then I'm going to sneak out and head in a direction away from this bit and away from that bit.
All right, fair enough. I believe at least Gwent would have the intelligence or wisdom to try and not draw attention to themselves. Maybe throw a veil or a cloak or something up over your head. I cannot say the same for Alvina, so leave that up to Alvina when what the hell they're doing, not take a cop.
Alvina's got okay wisdom, at least. She'd probably at least put her hood up.
But over time, I'm assuming, unless anyone wants to say otherwise, the party reunites.
I'd say it. Yeah, Alvina's at least wise enough to put the hood up, but stupid enough to think that that's all she needs to do. So,
Fair.
completely different person.
Yes, the party is together again. You begin to, after all the commotion has died down, you can see the marketplace beginning to wrap up. You can see vendors beginning to pack up the last of their stock and either wheel it back to the ship or wheel it back to the teleportation pad. And
We should
for anyone
try
who looks over at the landing, you kind of clock the light level starting to fall a bit.
So Alvina will
Where
look
do we
at-
stay?
I don't know. What was in that weird plank rock thing that I got given by the way, Gwen?
I'm going to turn away from you and just step on your foot.
He doesn't notice.
Have any of you worked out where we're going to be for tonight?
After the Polymorph's hour, Pucky would just like appear, like hanging onto someone's backpack or something.
Please roll to see who you end
That's
up
fair.
with.
I'm assuming the party will find each other and figure
Yeah.
out what they're going to do next before the hour is up.
I'll do it based on roll 20 things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, D6.
But it's a D5 and reroll because
Alright.
Zorm is not with us.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it'd be D4. Actually, just realized it'd be D4 because you're not counting yourself.
All right, yeah, D4.
You're hanging on your own backpack.
Yeah. And fuck your shit up and yes I do. D4, roll that. Let's see what happens.
Well, while they're doing that, what would the party like to do next?
I've got no idea actually.
Are there any like inns or tent equivalent inns around?
Point.
So it'd be on the point's backpack, just hanging off of it.
Okay. Let's say you're sitting on Merida, and every now and again I'll just spin the barrel so you go spinning.
As a lizard, and then all of a sudden it's fuck you, and he just goes flying off.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
To answer your previous question, no, there are no inns or anything of that nature or that aesthetic as you kind of look around. It looks like this is purely a marketplace.
Okay.
What about if we follow one of the merchants, see where they live, break
And
in
then
somewhere.
what?
Break in somewhere.
Break
Say that.
into their house?
Yes.
Yeah.
So follow one of the merchants back home, break into their house, and stay there.
Yeah, I've done it plenty of
Who's gonna
times.
Who's gonna stop us?
The merchant, hopefully.
Hopefully the merchant.
I am not. At
The
least I
guards?
don't think I am evil. Also, yes, we should
Nah,
probably
we'll be
work on
quiet. We're not
getting.
gonna kill him.
We should work on getting you all disguises. I think.
I'm
And then
perfectly disguised.
Fade puffs out their chest rather impressively. Some of them gave me money for our coffee.
Oh, nice. How much you make?
Oh, disguises. Easy.
Puts lampshade on head.
Oh, the lamp's back.
What?
Yeah, I think that lamp is part lizard. It might be a were lizard.
It's definitely
Oh
a
my
lamp.
God. It's a lamp, guys. It's gone. The fuck, dude.
I look over my shoulder and say, Where did he go?
He's probably stealing from someone. He's found a merchant, evidently. So his lodging's sorted for the night.
I shout "fuck you" into the street.
What?
Who looks offended?
A child nearby is like,
Burst
What did you
into
do?
tears. Just burst
"Oh
into
no,
tears.
I mean, sorry." We can't exactly sleep on the streets because the guards will probably move
That's
us
called-
along.
That's called
Actually,
vagrancy, I think.
Actually, that's a point. Have we seen any homeless folk around here, or is it a pretty affluent
That's a
area?
good question, actually. Yeah.
Because
You have
if there
not.
is a shanty town, we could.
Actually,
Stay
I've
with
just
them.
realised if there were any just random, homeless people here, they would be immediately taken in as slaves.
That's the point, yeah. So we probably sleep on the streets because
Yeah.
we'll be taken as slaves.
When the merchants pack up, are they packing up these tent things as well, or the tent's permanent?
Ooh,
That's what I
we
was
could sleep in
wondering.
a shop, yeah.
There's no focus stealth check now.
That's what I said, god damn it.
The larger tents themselves that are acting almost as just kind of overhangs are look to be permanent structures. It's only the wares, even the major tables are being left behind, and only the kind of makeshift tables that turn into transport are being kind of taken down.
I've got an idea. Are the smoke genasi from the smoking area thing leaving and going somewhere? with the back door?
They appear to be delaying a little bit.
Interesting.
Like they do look like they're taking things down, but they are going about it, and especially from what you saw earlier with how quickly they're putting things up, they are not working as quickly as you would maybe expect slaves to be working to take something down.
But they're not taking down the full tent. They're just like locking it up.
They're not. They're definitely they're almost doing a performance of they are taking it down just as slow as they can, but not slow enough that it would be suspicious, or like it would be obvious they aren't doing anything. You can see a couple of them are, well, actually, who has the highest insight among you other than
Gwen.
Zormir? He's not there. Gwen, give me an
Either
insight check.
Gwent or me, I think I have plus 11.
Well, Gwen and Fade, give me an insight check.
Yeah, it was funny. I thought immediately Gwen, but it couldn't be.
E20.
As you cast glance to them, you notice them clocking the nearby guards, and whenever a guard is looking towards them, they seem to almost get a little bit extra burst or speed or make a more dramatic like show of taking something down. But as the guards begin looking away, they begin slowing down again.
Do you think they're waiting for their boss? Where is he?
Hey, fell down a hole.
He fell down a hole.
Yeah.
Wait, the genie fell down
What?
a hole? What the fuck?
Like the
Well,
big hole in the middle?
He is a smoke tube. He could probably fly. It's not like he fell
Wait.
into a hole and died, right?
Shit, they can fly?
But yeah, all
The-
genies can
The
fly.
stories they can fly.
I mean, why did he need the rope to lower himself down then?
Wait, he had a rope?
Yeah.
Did you kill him? Or try to?
I mean, I tried.
Okay.
Either you succeeded and they're waiting to see if their boss survived. Although some slaves.
I mean, why do you think
Hey,
the
guys.
tent kept falling
Guy?
down?
I helped them keep the tent up earlier. I might wander over and just say, just wave and
The
go,
wind.
G to hand.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Also, if their boss is either dead or in a hole, I think we might have found our lodgings for the night, guys.
If the boss is dead, we can sleep here.
If he's not dead,
How about
he's
this?
just missing.
The point,
Yeah,
as you
he's
go
not
over, and
dead,
the rest of the
he
party
owes
is
us.
conversing in the background. They kind of the closest to you that you address kind of looks towards you, and in that very retail like apologetic sympathetic smile kind of look at you and kind of, oh no, it's fine, thank you though, we'll do just fine without any help.
Oh, are you sure? It's no
No,
trouble.
no,
I'm
please,
happy to-
please, and you definitely get the sense they are trying to usher you away so they can close shop.
Okay. So I will wander back to the party and say, nah, they got it, they're fine.
Oh, the boss is back.
No. As soon as they go, the place inside, didn't it? For you, it looked pretty comfortable. Let's sleep in there. Yeah.
I mean, it's not very structurally
I mean,
sound,
it's-
though.
I
It doesn't
mean,
need
we're
to
not
be. We
going
need
to
a blanket.
collapse
All it
on
needs to
ourselves.
be is a blanket if all else fails.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it collapses, at least it'll be a bit warmer. Unless we want to sleep down by the docks and wait for the ship to arrive that
That's
way.
a really bad
But
idea.
we should probably wait for Zormir somewhere.
Just sleep in the tent. Or meditate, in my case.
Oh, Gwent, you had a book earlier, by the way. After dark, we
It
can
was a
go get it
book?
and bring it.
It was a book.
I
Wasn't
think
it?
it was.
Right.
I mean, it was a.
I stole it from the
Oh.
Giants.
It looked like
Oh,
a book.
yeah, I was about to ask. I meant to ask that. Thank you. I should pride me. Why did you hand me a random book and say run?
Because I stole it. Why else?
Same question.
You're faster than me.
Oh, and also I found out that all the coffee stores here are run by, what was the name of it? The
Star Schmucks.
something.
What was the astral hippopotamus?
No, I know him. No, he doesn't do that. They're called GIF by the way.
No, I'm pretty sure it's gift.
something.
Thank you.
No, it's a soft G. I'm pretty sure. No, it was
No,
some kind
it's
of
a hard G because I go grr.
guild.
Yeah,
I
Johnny
genuinely have
Kevinson.
I genuinely have forgotten. What was the
Mr.
guild
Kraken.
that Gwent despises?
No, it
It's
wasn't Mr. Kraken. Mr. Kraken owned something else, and they were confused.
No, he was the
why...
one who did the coffee shops.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because he said,
Um,
he said
what was the place?
on account of Mr. Kraken. I think he also is part of the Monstro Guild, though.
Ah, yes, the Monstro Guild. The Monstro Guild own all the coffee houses.
Good to know.
What?
So we were in direct competition with them today, and I got money. I cornered the market. Well, I haven't really. The Monstro Guild have cornered the market, but I cornered a small corner of it.
You got a corner of a market.
I got a corner
You
of a
stood in a
cornered
corner.
market.
It's what I learned.
I stood in the corner. Yes, it was fun. They didn't chase me. I like selling coffee.
I can teach you to make some
Wow.
coffee.
So-
if you like.
Sorry, I broke immersion for myself there for a second, because that's what I did all day.
Just to make everything clear, so today, Zormir has left me for something. Arvina tried to kill me with a book, and now you've ruined coffee for me.
Don't worry, Gwen. Gwen, don't worry. I can still make you coffee, and I definitely don't work for Monster Guild.
Yeah, we've got magical. Oh no, I don't have the coffee alchemy jug.
Aw.
I was trying to make some. Well, I mean, if we could make it so that my alchemy jug does make that. Just it makes
Actually-
homebrew. It makes homebrew coffee.
Can your
Ba-da-ba-da-da-dum. There you go.
Can your alchemy jug do milk?
Yeah, I can do. I think so.
I know some
What
of them
kind
can,
of
don't think
milk?
all of them. If you can do milk, we're fine. We can do coffee.
What
If some
kind
of them
milk?
can, then my alchemy jug can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's poison and acid get replaced by tea and something else in the other ones.
That's how they corner the market. They do tea. Just it's a terrible filter. No,
But yeah, so yeah, we can still
Oh,
make
it's,
you
yeah,
coffee.
it's
and
tea and
we
soy
digress.
sauce are the other options.
soy
so
sauce.
yes, we can go get the book after dark and sneak it back to the shop if we're staying in the shop. But it seems like a good idea to stay in that shop once
Yeah,
it's properly closed,
like
because
there's
it looks
no,
like
the proprietor's
It-
not there. At least probably not going to
Yeah.
be there tonight. And if they are, we can.
I mean, he definitely owes us, yeah, because he tried to have us all arrested.
Mm.
He tried to have me arrested.
He didn't have try to have us arrested. Try to get you arrested.
He tried to do
Yeah.
what?
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
they got
me-
Fade
it was me saying that.
arrested because Gwen paid their bail, didn't you? I don't know what you did to get arrested.
Oh, I thought you just
Uh,
did something in there.
I do a lot of things.
I assumed it was the genie. I told you don't trust
He was
him.
asking really weird questions, so like.
All this time, fuck you still
He
got a
was-
lampshade on his head.
Yeah. And I'm assuming we're conversing with the lamp.
I've just come to terms with the fact I probably cast invisibility on you again and forgot about it.
Albina's just
Because
convinced there's a talking lamp on the ship. She seemed
No,
weird.
I do not see you. I do not pick up on the fact that you're a lamp. This is a strange race I have not seen. I've not seen lampoids yet.
Lampnoids.
It's a new type of
Lamp.
modron.
Lamp. I'm writing that down. Revenge
Lampnoid.
of the lampnoids.
Oh no.
Sounds like a
Um,
disease.
I've got a terrible case of lampoids.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Tales from the Alt Sphere. Revenge of the lampnoids.
Jesus Christ.
I thought you decided it was Ultiverse.
No, we decided on Tuesday it was Alt Spheres because it's more unique.
It is more unique. It's better branding.
Yeah,
But
it is better branding.
I guess we're gonna meander around for a
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
and then come back a bit later and see if they've closed up, and if they're not, we're gonna do the same again until they
To
are
clarify,
closed.
where are you going to meander while things are closing?
Not towards the
A side
monster.
alley opposite the shop. I think.
A
Oh, yeah,
side
actually-
So we
alley.
can
Actually,
spin-
that's a fair point.
So- we can see as soon as they leave.
Since they said you need to get disguises, and I've been informed that my disguise of putting my hood over my glowing red hair basically isn't enough. I'm gonna go like into a little corner where no one's looking and actually use my disguise kit and actually disguise myself.
You
If
okay,
anyone would
guy?
like a disguise
Yes.
outfit, I have fabric.
Yeah, I'm disguise kit. I'm a ward.
I've-
We're gonna
I've
try
just
and
posed-
find some space between the fixed tents to hide out and obscure yourself from the patrolling guards, who
Alvina
might
is
be
just doing
suspicious
the
of you if
yeah.
you're lingering around.
Alvina's
That's
just
right,
doing
she's
the
gonna
Thor
actually-
Ragnarok, just putting a cloth over his head or her head, and just covering her face. with it.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep eyes on the genie's tent, and as soon as they leave, as soon as they close up, we're gonna try and slip inside and not be detected.
Fuck you's
Before
just
we
gonna,
go in, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic though.
fuck you's gonna like edge closer and closer to the genie shop as much as he can, as the lamp. Try not to be noticed.
All right. Well, everyone in the party, other than Zormir, give me a stealth check as we do a party-wide stealth check. And Fukyu, give me a perception check in addition to that as you are easing closer and closer to the tent. While all this is happening, we're going to quickly go down to the core.
He's hidden
and
but sees
to-
fuck all.
Yep, yep.
You actually stubbed your head in something, haven't
He's bringing
you?
up Fire giant
Okay,
guard
that
stuff.
Well,
rolled twice, but
he's got a lampshade on his head. Yeah.
I'm a cast Pass Without Grace because I feel like this is a good time to use
That'd
it.
be a perfect time to do that.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, and also I'm not a Dexy boy. I'm not a Dexy's midnight.
All right, see, you have to beat a 16, which, luckily for you, with the pass without trace, would bring that up for two of the party, as Wolfie and Gwent just not stealthing very well.
Still trying to step on Alvina's feet.
Yeah,
Every
Alvina's-
opportunity.
yeah, you're trying to do that,
So-
and Alvina's trying to disguise herself while not noticing that she's getting like her feet stood up. Like,
So you're singing your war dancer song while you disguise yourself, and there's a sound of coconuts on cobblestones nearby. Well, I'm trying to concentrate on this fucking spell.
Now do remember, in order to
Yeah.
keep hidden from the patrolling guards, who are, as you can see, beginning to kind of not hassle people out, but doing that thing guards do when the mall is closing down.
yeah.
Mm. Oh, and if you're proficient in it, you gain another +2 to it, remember, while you're within 10 feet of me, because of my current ability.
I am not
Would be
proficient
aura.
in stealth, or it would have been.
Oh, nice! A 27! That's the best I've ever rolled for stealth for this character. Oh!
Hey, do you want a disguise kit roll from me, by the way, or?
No, we'll see if it ever comes up. I don't. It'll only matter if you actually get caught,
Fair enough.
so I'll do it then.
Another D4.
What was I gonna say? Right. So, for those of you who are hiding away and aren't right next to the tent, i.e., Fukyu, in order to keep stealth from the guards, you have to actually obscure yourself, which will limit your watching of the tent. How long would you like to wait before you try and creep back out and actually keep eyes on the tent?
Do I have my little dragon? I forget.
Yes, because it wasn't destroyed. It was with Alvina.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I will, where we're hiding, I will sit there and meditate and listen and watch through my clockwork dragon that's
I guess the
draped
question
around
of
a pole.
yeah, you should still be able to work. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's still
I'll
just a thing familiar.
Yeah, I'll completely be blinded to anything that's going on in the alley and on the ground then.
Imagine the points leading you. So.
No, I'm just sat there.
Cool. So as you're tucked in, hidden between some of the larger, more obscuring tents, go ahead and also Fade. Give me a perception at disadvantage with the dragon.
Disadvantage.
Yep, with the dragon.
Oh.
The dragon has certain limitations that Fukyu does not.
Am I using my perception because I'm looking through its eyes?
Yes, because this would only be perception rather than anything else.
Disadvantage +2 to this roll. So dirty 20.
Okay, not bad. We'll come back to that in a second. As for Zormir, as you're back down, you've been brought back down with Arazar. Arazar finally taking you out of his pocket after what has come to be like an hour-long trip up to the higher levels, the demonstration, and then back down. as you can imagine, it's a little bit cramped and weird being in a giant's pocket for so long, and you actually get like almost like you were in a hammock for an hour. Find yourself with a little bit of you would find yourself a little bit of a jet lag or a jet lags if it wasn't for the fact that as an experienced flying ship master, you're a little bit more experienced at ship lag than most people, and find yourself able to very quickly reorient your mind to it.
Mm-hmm.
As Argza begins kind of piecing the armor prototype back down onto the table and kind of giving that little once over look as he kind of sits you or stands you next to him. And you can see that some of the other primal smiths who you recognize as being here when they first got here are beginning to what looks like pack up or at least tidy up their workstations. Zargag is kind of having a look at the piece. Yeah. It was a good prototype, don't you agree, Apprentice Zormir? It has
Yeah.
potential.
Yes, it definitely does. That was quite an impressive display of what it can do. I mean, for the it fading a little when the weapons were fired.
That is fine. When it comes to primal scribing, the act of giving intelligence and rudimentary, computerized intelligence, I suppose, to artifacts, the longer and more complex the inscription, the better. But true artistry can take weeks, if not months, to really perfect. It will be one of the limiting factors to mass production. But once we
Yeah.
have the pattern down, it will be easier to mimic and copy. Although we are still greatly limited by the number of primal smiths who can handle the flame required, or the primal flame required to inscribe. Oh.
Hmm.
But
Yes.
that's another day's problem, Apprentice Zormia. As he kind of begins glancing around, almost awkwardly, as we kind of search, like kind of just looking out at the rest of the core, for occasionally kind of like glancing back at you and looking back out at the core.
Hmm.
Yes.
I'm guessing this is the end of the day for you. I mean, it's difficult to tell what time it is when we're this far down in
Your
volcano.
With your passive insight, he seems to almost be fidgeting a little bit. Yes, it will be nightfall now. It's one of my fellow elders' turn to keep watch during the night, but the rest of us will be turning in.
Uh,
Uh,
who's been left behind to watch?
mm, does it matter?
No, I mean, is it your time to watch, or is it?
No, I had ground duty today.
Ah,
That's where I watch over and mentor and give advice to the aspiring forge smiths up above. That's why I was patrolling the area at the time.
uh,
No, it's Cass's turn tonight to keep watch. They would have arrived only a little bit ago. Cass over there. You see Cass just kind of stretching, looking definitely has more energy than the rest of them. Presumably they take shifts
mm,
for who has to keep watch.
uh, yes. Uh, there is the issue of I don't think I can stay down here forever.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Oh,
Um, I'm not. I'll be frank with you, Apprentice Zormi. I'm not quite sure what to do with you at this stage. Do do I take you home? I could never hide you from the missus. I can't be
The
sure how she
missus?
would react.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
know.
I
I didn't
can't
know you
leave
were
you in.
married.
Like, oh yes. Oh, it must be what now? Oh, 1,300 years at this point.
Aw.
Yes, yes. She's really into baking. I'll sneak you a donut later. She does these
Oh.
beautifully sugar glazed donuts.
I
You have
have.
just a mental picture in your head of
I know
Yeah.
someone who'd probably
or
get on.
better.
Someone would probably love to meet them for my party. They have a hell of an appetite. Also
Yes,
very
yes.
distinct, like a fire.
But she's also very traditional in the ways of the hierarchy.
Ah.
Yes. To bring back, not to be crass, Zormia, apprentice Zormia, but cattle to
Oh,
the.
Why do people who keep on referring to me as cattle? I
Well,
mean,
you're
I'm a,
annoyed. Your only
I mean,
purpose is to empower your soul for later consumption.
Even though you
Mm.
know your cattle. Just bring.
Oh, the
I'm
irony.
not the-
I'm calling you
I mean,
cattle
I'm
for
a-
a different reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I may be a shifter annoyed, but
A bovine shifter.
Yes, no,
I digress.
no,
Um,
I'd rather not risk it. She is not in the craft. She would not understand.
That
But
is fair.
I can't leave you here in the primal forge. I'm afraid eventually you would melt.
Yes,
This is not a humitable space. Even forge giants, even fire giants would not spend night here.
No.
Not while
Cooler.
trying to rest.
Yeah, cooler.
Um,
Cook you in the fridge.
I'm not sure what to do if you won't get caught.
Well, I suspect my compatriots are trying to find a way to leave, and I hear that
Will they have not already left?
The map.
it's a mountain. I don't think they can just jump down. That's the
Well,
problem.
how can you not get out the same way you got in?
No.
No. just say no.
No?
Just-
It,
Oh, that is troublesome, Apprentice Zormi. I'd
It
hoped they'd
kind-
already left and there'd be no risk of discovery.
I think we jumped down your garbage chute to end up down where we
You would
Your
have come from the
forge.
higher levels then, no?
Don't give him
Which-
any more. Just
Did you not stow away on one of the incoming ships? I assumed that's how you'd gotten here.
yes, but the
we walked in through the front door. Just go with something like that.
but then they'd have to stow away on another one to get out. Is there one leaving?
Well, at this time, yes, and any of the traitor ships that arrived today to rid their wares will be leaving. Most of them aren't daily traders. They make expeditions.
Commute.
Well,
So-
yes, but they come by like maybe once every week or so.
Weekly commutes, fine.
Some are monthly, depending on where they're traveling. It's how we do e-commerce against such long distance.
Yes. I mean, I think that's the only way for to leave as well.
Well,
Um,
I hope they found themselves a ship, because they should all be either have left or have already left by now.
Left or left?
We
I feel-
pause and momentarily glance back up to Iron Landing, where only one ship remains in dock. The rest have left.
Mm.
No, it's
Party
getting deleted
not
again.
on that ship as we return back to the core.
Oh. I feel that I may need your assistance to get on one of those ships to get away. For now.
Aren't you staying? Well, if you get on the ship, you wouldn't be able to come back until the ship did its rotation around whatever caravan route it's doing. No, I must find a way to stash you somewhere in the mountain. Somewhere hospitable enough for a Noid, but where you won't get caught up in or discovered
Or eaten.
Or eaten.
or eaten. Yes.
Hmm. Are you sure this isn't going to cause issue with other people paying more attention to this project that might get you in trouble with me being here?
Absolutely, it is definitely more of a risk, but what alternative do we have, Apprentice Zormia? You are not a fire giant.
I know. I mean, I have. Uh, if rested, I can make myself bigger, but I can't make myself a fire giant.
Not big enough.
Uh,
Wait, how big can you make yourself?
large.
Can you,
About 12 feet.
I,
but built 12, and how long can you make yourself like that?
uh,
Enlarge reduces 1 minute.
About a minute.
not very long.
I was trying to work out earlier whether I could reduce the book.
Uh,
Oh, I see. So it's not like a 24-hour sort of thing where I could
no.
disguise you as my nephew or something. As a small
What?
baby fire giant.
Baby fire giant.
Or I suppose
Unfo-
toddler fire giant? Yes, that would make more sense.
Unfortunately, no.
Ah,
Start
drat.
with the blacksmith while we're young.
That-
Toddler.
That could have provided us a more long-term solution.
I'm
Although again, I don't know how my wife would take it.
Poor guy.
I mean, we might have someone who can make something that allows us to communicate over distance if I'm unable to stay here.
Over distant. But then
Yes.
how will you get your hands on the metal? How will you feel the metal? How will you craft with the metal?
You can't.
No, long distance crafting does not seem like a viable option.
I've tried
Future
long distance
project.
crafting before, and no, it didn't work out well.
That's a
We had
future
to-
project.
No, the elements require you to be in proximity in order
Yes.
to bond with you and for you to soak in their essence.
Hmm.
How will you align your elements to that of your craft without physically being with them?
Yes, you do have a point.
Yes, I do.
But I'm
Years
trying
of
to-
wisdom.
Virtual reality helmet.
I'm just trying to think how to improve my safety odds of being here whilst we. I mean, I don't think I'm going to change everyone's here overnight or painting it on night to allow me to still actually be here without any issue. Hmm.
No, I suppose the easiest way to hide you would be one of the less populous areas.
Where's the guy with the really lax security detail?
Hmm.
If
The
only,
guy that orders in pizza on his shift.
if only you looked like an Ajir or something, that would be easier. Because I could have you assigned to intake duty.
Hmm.
Yes, disguise you away as one of the craft servants.
Hmm. I don't think we can alter my armor to make me look like an Azure, could we?
Paint it.
No, I don't think it'd work. You don't have the natural flame.
I have an idea.
Hmm.
Which one we might come up with. Your armor's fairly all-encompassing, right?
Yep. It fits over me all entirely.
Make them think you're a golem.
Golem?
Yeah,
I've-
like an iron
Have,
golem.
have I seen golems?
I say it's just you're not like a proper golem. You're like a prototype one.
Yeah,
that you
just
just
say-
have to like carry shit.
Or you're like an animated suit of armor or something.
Yeah. Chill shot you got, dude.
Yeah.
You could stay perfectly still and pretend to be a fire giant child's toy robot.
Yeah, that's gonna go well.
Hey man,
Oh,
let's
I
hear your
broke it.
fucking idea.
They can't remove the armor to prove them wrong, but they can still break me.
Just don't go near
That's
any
a risk.
actual children.
Yeah, it's a risk I'm willing to take.
Oh yeah,
As the one
you
not-
risk
as the
you're willing
one-
to take.
As the one
Yeah.
not doing it, I am willing to take this risk, because basically what just
Oh,
happened.
exactly.
Do you have
Bring
any
you back.
boat animated servants or
You mean like
thing-
a golem?
yes?
Uh,
No, that's arcane craft.
Yes.
Although,
Mhm.
your armor, can you make it look like the prototype?
Mm,
Maybe I could convince everyone that you're just a mock-up sample, a miniature sculpting dummy. I used
I'm-
when thinking of different design prototypes.
a Lego
Yes.
minifig.
Yes.
You're
If I-
literally a bionicle!
Yeah.
Apprentice Zormia, how well are you at performing as nothing more than a inanimate object? Apprentice Zormir, give me your best performance of an inanimate object.
performance check.
Come on, natural 20 this shit.
Right, you don't need to roll the performance check. You, Bob, just sit there for 2 minutes in complete silence. You just sit there. Audience are like,
Average.
is he buffering?
Average,
Is he
well,
buffering?
average.
What's going on?
It's sitting still.
I don't
Mm.
know, Apprentice Zormir. There's something about you that, even while standing entirely still, there's a slight vibration or shake unnatural to an object. I
Channel Alvina's
don't
thoughts.
think they would buy it. If only you were better at acting like an inanimate object, this might work.
I know it's really. I'm not used to acting like an object. I'm more used to being busy working and crafting and
You're too stressed.
He could,
and it's
he
rather
could-
warm down here, so
He could knock you out.
Oh, that is fair. That is. Would it be better if we tried it in a less warm environment?
probably.
Okay. Let me put you in my pocket, and we'll go somewhere less warm.
Yes. And,
And it was no. While in this guy's
I'm-
pocket, Zormir accidentally clanked against a rock and was knocked out cold.
I mean, if can you layer some of this metal across the armor so it looks a bit more like the prototype? I don't know if I can alter the
yes.
coloration.
Yes, I can do that quite easily.
Also, there's literally metal by upstairs. Alvina nicked some.
That might help with pretending I'm just a smaller version of the prototype, so you can work on it.
Yes, but while you're having that discussion and they begin transitioning you to a new location, we'll head back to the landing for a bit. I do like the idea that Ozormir's biggest challenge right now is finding somewhere to sleep.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's
Plenty harder than
currently the
that.
entire party's
In-
challenge.
Good
In
luck with
contrast-
your luck trying to sleep as
In
well.
contrast to how bad Zormir was doing, could I be sitting, because I don't breathe, could I just be sitting completely still in this alleyway?
Yes. Given your natural ability to not need to breathe, it is significantly easier for you. Yes.
Mhm.
It gets to a point where you worry that I've either fallen asleep or have actually died again.
Oh, good, he's died again.
He's dead again.
Until
Time
I
to give
say,
up his stuff.
But
They're-
yes,
they're
for the rest of the
leaving.
party.
I
trying to
see
think where-
movement. They're leaving.
Yeah, I was trying to think how to word it, what order to do these things in. Okay, no, that should be fine. The point everyone else is over hiding. Let's go say behind this brown tent. No, let's not go behind the brown tent. Let's go in among these three here. There's a decent little area back here, just because the teleporter is technically over there.
Oh, that's where I was going. It's like, isn't that the teleporter?
And I also just remembered. There, everyone else get over here.
To be honest, I think where we're currently hiding is like the freaking officer's chamber, isn't it?
The what?
Oh,
This
the
is where some-
officers was
this is
over
where- This
here.
is where Fade was getting taken to be tortured.
Yeah, because this is the guard station here, the giant orange tent, or
Yeah,
the giant spiked tent.
They were bringing Fade over here.
Oh,
where...
no, they were heading for the teleporter.
Oh, they were going for the top.
That's also where they were taking you. They were taking you down to the lower level.
I thought we were taken there because the genie had bribed the guards to do something to Fade.
Yeah, but on a lower level.
Ah, gotcha.
But Fukyu failed their perception dramatically and will be entirely unaware of this until exactly the last moment, possibly not even then.
No.
For Fade and the rest of the well, I guess Fade because Zillion was actually looking out, but the rest of the party will very quickly be aware of it. You begin to see movement as it looks like the last of the tidy up, or they've delayed as long as they can, and the smoke genasi have got everything in the crates and are beginning to wheel them over. It appears that they are wheeling everything to the last ship on the top right. Which Fade potentially might remember, but assuming you're just dissecting this information back to the rest of the party, since you can still talk in your transfixed position, the point easily remembers or clocking this ship as this is the ship that belongs to the Monstro Guild.
Yes.
As the smoke genasi kind of pack everything up, they begin wheeling crate after their crate, and it's just like this large little caravan. They kind of connect all the crates together on the little doilies, and kind of in one go, they begin kind of moving everything through Iron Landing over to that ship, leaving the tent, for all intents and purposes, vacant.
I'm assuming trolleys, not doilies.
Yeah, what are doilies again?
Doilies like a little bit of cloth that you put on.
I mean,
like, a
dolly.
table.
Yeah,
Dolly.
little lake.
Dolly.
Dolly, I'm thinking of.
Dolly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
like
was
I made a mental
wondering.
picture and went, what? Very fancy this monster girl.
Yep. Little leoparding. There's little like floating discs, but as doilies. You just connect them to the thing, and they just like hover off.
Hover
Oh, that's kind of cool,
away.
actually. Little hover stone that look like doilies.
Oh, yeah.
No.
They're leaving, but the smoke genie is nowhere to be seen.
Sweet, guess it's dead.
As Fade, this is with your 20. It's a little bit late, but you do eventually catch it as the DC begins
Wait.
lowering. Yes.
No, that was in character.
You begin
As they
to
spot what you're describing.
notice, and you didn't notice the smoke. You didn't notice the smoke initially, given how much smoke there is in the area, and it would require a ridiculously high check for you to differentiate shades of smoke. But you do notice the flickering flame at the back of the smoke genie's tent as it begins to slowly consume the fire-resistant material.
Fuck you, have you set the tent on fire?
Fuck you,
Quick. Go put out the fire.
Oh, it's fireproof material, or fire resistant, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. And fuck you.
It is
not with the party. at the
it is
moment.
kind of in between. It's highly fire resistant to the point it's nearly fireproof, but technically is flammable if with enough effort.
Is the fire like rapidly consuming it, or is it like burning slowly and steadily, but it's actually burning?
It is going at a medium pace, so it is not going as slowly as you'd expect something to go if it was fire resistant. But the innate fire resistance of the material does appear to be slowing it down to preventing like a flash fire. So it will be consumed within maybe a minute or two,
I'm
but
gonna
rather than seconds.
Alvina's
Oh.
I'm
gonna
gonna snap
go.
out.
Alvina's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm-
sprint over to it, but then just smile and sit happily looking at the fire.
Of course.
It's
I-
a little
Of course.
distract- He was going to go and help, but then was like,
Roughly how
Then
much
got
is
distracted by the
is on fire at the moment?
I'll fly over with the point.
It looks to be the entire back end of the tent, so about 10% of the back is on fire.
I pet the fire.
Is it within a 5-foot cube?
No, it is expanded to maybe a 30-foot line.
I pet the fire.
Okay, that's
About
Use
10
your
foot wide.
use your bucket of endless liquids.
oh yeah.
Fluids.
Quick, spray it
Well,
with
and the-
mayonnaise.
Or no, there are still guards hanging about in Iron Landing. And there will be, you believe there most likely will be a small patrol or watch during the night. As the guards begin catching... Actually, the guards... Let me check if the guards have noticed.
Good question, actually.
I can make 8 gallons of fresh water and 12 gallons of salt water.
They do have perception.
Um,
And they are guards.
If
so they get
you
a buff
give
for
me the jug, I can teleport across there.
that. They haven't noticed as quickly as Fade has noticed.
Yeah,
So
I'll
it looks like the
hand
guards
the
are
jug over.
unaware as of this moment.
Hand over the alchemy jug.
Actually, you know what? I can teleport both of us. I'm going to teleport you with your jug using a second level spell, and because I've cast a spell, I immediately use my my gem dragon focus to teleport 15 feet as well and dive behind, and
Oh, that works.
I'm gonna help you put out the fire. So we pretty much both appear. Yeah, and it's cheaper than a fucking dimension door cloak, which I still have just in case I need it.
I wish I had. I think
And then I'll
I think
just-
when I created the backpack, I attached a spray nozzle. The assassin backpack, I attached a spray nozzle to it. But
As you begin spraying, would you mind if I began to cast? It's a cantrip, but I cast shape water, and it says that in the spell description you can freeze water in a 5-foot cube. So as soon as it touches the fabric, I'm going to freeze it to try and stop the smoke
yeah,
from
absolutely. Go for
even
it.
spreading too quickly, so that the guards don't notice it at all. Like as soon as they turn this direction, there is no smoke.
Yeah,
Because
go
if
for
I
it.
freeze the edges of the fabric that are wet, it'll lock in this. It won't be pretty later. It won't smell nice. But if I can lock in the smoke in the ice itself,
To clarify, you are teleporting either into or right next to or slightly behind, like out of sight of the tent?
into the tent, I think would be wise, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's the wisest thing to do in a fire, James.
To be fair, they believe they're going to put it out. It's fine. That's the worst they
Yeah,
can
we're
do.
gonna put it out.
Burning building.
The
Yeah.
point, are you going along with this teleportation?
Yep, I'll go along with teleportation.
Okay. As the two of you, and then you were like double teleporting to be like both in, right?
Yeah.
As you both enter into teleportation, and we'll get to the rest part of what you're going to do in a second. I just want to do the first. Actually, let's you guys teleport into the party. Let's go with everyone else before I give extra information. So Alvina, what did you want to do while?
Alvina had literally, when it said there's a fire, we need to put it out, or whatever the heck was said earlier. Alvina has literally full tilt sprinted up to right next to the tent with the fire, and then
So
got
that one.
distracted by the fire and is staring at it and smiling happily, kind of goofily.
No, the fire is on the yellow tent.
Ah, okay. Yeah, then that's
It's on the
reach.
smoke genie's tent.
Yeah, I was worried it was this one here.
Where fuck you is?
Yeah,
that's
we
why
can
Fuki
get
is
there, no problem.
Fuki, you still somehow have not noticed the fire.
Nope.
Yeah, I would have just made it.
Hilarious. Let me get a little fire icon here. Oh, there we go. Nice little blaze. I can slowly enlarge.
Yes.
Oh yeah, look at this.
When
yeah,
Alvina
beautiful.
like runs next to the lamp and just looking at the fire, like he's just gonna be like, "What? What are you doing? You're meant to be hiding."
She's literally petting the fire like it's a duck.
What? Ah!
Yeah, sit away for a second.
She has temporary hit points. So I
gonna take
advise
sawed
to
off
just
away.
take a bit of damage for it. So.
And Abigail's just going along with this one. And losing currently here. So Gwent is
knows?
the only other one. Gwent, what are you doing while this is happening?
Letting the fire rage, but keeping an eye out for the guards.
That's fair. And Alvina, you said you were running over to the guards?
I was running over to the fire and she's literally petting it.
In that case, you can go back over here. There you go. Go pet the red.
Good fire.
Pretty
Cool,
much.
Okay, then the point and fade, as you teleport into the tent, I'm going to need both of you, well actually, Fade, can you smell?
Nothing in the returned class. I don't need to eat or drink, so I
Or
don't.
breathe.
I'm,
There's
or
nothing that says
breathe.
you can't smell. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll say I can't smell the delicious food, and I also can't smell fire. It's not that I hold my breath; it's just that I don't breathe. Yeah, sure. We'll say I don't smell,
Although you would
unless it's
also
really,
want to
unless
hold
it's
your breath
really
if going
pungent.
into the smoke. So,
Yeah,
Faye, I'm going to
unless it's
give you a
really pungent.
perception disadvantage for this.
Okay.
And the point, knowing that you are going into most likely a smoke-filled chamber, are you going to hold your breath as well?
Yes.
Then I'm also going to give you disadvantage on a perception check, just because you won't be
Yeah,
intaking,
that makes sense.
and also because
Unless
there's a
it's
lot of
really
smoke and ash.
pungent. I like to imagine it's
Okay.
the kind of smelling that you can smell if it's really strong incense, or it's like you have a cold. Disadvantage.
It's almost
Really,
smoke.
really strong instance. You mean coughing violently and throwing up?
So 15. Do you have proficiency? Point.
No.
I don't. I've got the bardic half proficiency, but
Jack
Yeah,
of
well,
all trades.
check if
never mind.
All right. As you enter, you just get the smell of ash and smoke, this deep bitterness in your nose, but also the point. There is something else there that you pick up on that gives you a momentary pause before you act as you first enter the tent and kind of are getting your bearings of the smoke. So you can feel your eyes kind of going red and burning a little bit from all the smoke in there, and you smell what almost the strangest sensation, but it reminds you of pancakes.
Hmm?
Or like the gristle of a slow cooking roast boar.
Alvina is not immediately cooking pancakes to your right. By the
Yeah.
way, just for reference.
So
What would you
now,
like to do? The fire is blazing in front of you.
so it's coming from just off to my right, right?
It seems to be filling the room.
Okay.
Can Alvina smell it from where she is, actually?
No, you're not in the tent.
Okay, as I was curious.
Cooking pancakes or burning gristle?
Pork,
That's-
like burning pork. I guess.
Honestly, I think the point would just go, yeah, that's probably just what this fabric smells like when it's burning. And we'll
Which
just
kind of
attempt
fair.
to put it out with water.
All right, fair. Fade, what are you doing?
Oh,
James, take that.
oh God.
Yeah.
No, I've worked in kitchens. Why are you doing this
Yep.
to me?
I'd
When
put it
I
out with
see the
more
point-
oil.
Yeah.
I'm readying to use my control water spell. I can't create water. I can control it.
Turns out Alvina,
What are you waiting for?
turns out Alvina.
At this
Absolutely
point, as
nothing,
you
I'm already
splash
starting.
water along the fire, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw as suddenly the fire explodes towards you.
No.
Oh no. I didn't think I was going to be the one who died.
Yeah, I didn't call that. Gotta be honest.
The 12.
Oh, this will be quite the surprise.
Boom.
Ooh.
He is just a random like parent. Like, there's a chance that a 12 is high enough. Not a good chance, but there's a chance.
Oh.
As on a failed save, you take 24 fire damage and are presumably thrust backwards away from the growing flame as the flame seems to lick and spread quicker along the tent. Now quickly approaching you, it's taking up maybe a good like 20-foot depth into the tent. It seems your water has made the problem worse. As what would the as Fade, I'm just assuming you stop doing whatever you're doing as the water quickly evaporates, as the point also stops what they're doing in the sudden shock. What would the pair of you like to do as the fire roars on even quicker?
Points an artificer. He'll know the basics of what to do with an oil fire. I just don't know if I have any way to do that.
Yeah, because you don't have the items that I think fuck you has that'll actually like solve the problem.
Actually, I will. No, the point would think to yell out and get sod off to eat the fire.
That would be your first instinct.
Yeah. No, the only thing I can think of to use is Thunder Wave to try and blow the air away.
That's,
But that
that's
It would
how
also-
thought.
Thunderwave would explode the back of the tent
Ooh.
like a massive fart.
That's fair. Most of it's on fire right now.
That would have
Move
been
Prestidigitation. I cast
40 feet.
prestidigitation.
On the 20-foot depth, 30-foot across line of fire.
What is the ground made of here?
Cobblestone brick of a pinkish nature. Now very quickly burning black.
No, I
Very
can't
big.
move Earth to smother it.
if shaped stone would maybe.
Or at least the
I
part
have-
that you're on. The back of the tent that's on fire is currently like overhanging the gap down into the rest of the forge.
And this is the same material that we've had before, the tablecloth material.
Yeah, the fire resistant material.
Okay, so I've got some of that spare, but if it's already burning that, not going to be helpful.
So the red fire blanket we have, that wouldn't help smother it.
Let's just double check.
Not given the size, the tiny size of that blanket and the raging inferno in front of you.
Yeah, you need like fuck you, who's got like 10 of them.
Yes, unfortunately, a fire blanket does not put out a house fire when it's already half devoured the house.
Do you have fabricate?
I have fabricate. Yeah.
Can you cast it?
Yeah, we need the materials for that.
What do you need?
Just raw materials
Yeah,
to
just
create
raw
something.
materials, yeah.
Okay. Can I, looking around and having you've cast this before because you've created things. Get ready to change the fabric of the tent to something that won't burn, and I start smashing into the earth and trying to reduce it to powdered earth rather than.
What with?
I have an Oni arm and I have a fire arm.
Well, that seems like a rather intense process. Give me a strength check.
So James is about to make their third character for this. No,
Yeah,
fourth.
they're about to break their
Fifth?
own
The
arm.
point, you're probably in the most
No.
precarious situation. Fade is at least like a little bit away from you, trying to angle the water. The point, are you moving away from the fire, or are you standing your ground?
I'm standing my ground, but hang on, I'm literally right there. I'm moving back a little bit.
Yeah, but you're not leaving the tent.
I'm not leaving the tent. I'm staying in the tent. Yeah.
Or moving any something difference that I might need you to do a survival check as the room begins filling up with blackish smoke.
Could use caustic brew. I could acid burn part of the tent away so it won't fire burn anymore.
As you're doing that, we move back to Alvina, who you're petting the fire, and there was a little like burst of energy from it out the back that you saw. Very lovely. This is a very volatile and energetic fire. What are you doing over there?
She's very happy. She's gonna try and check where like the fire came from originally. Like she's trying to find a starting point for it.
And how do you endeavor to do so? What is it
she's-
about fire that you would be able to trace?
He's very pretty. But she's actually surprisingly used to dealing with fire. I'm assuming I basically assume that the forests in the summer area have quite common forest
Okay.
fires.
It'll require a little bit of taking a step back and get perception, but you're also outside the tent, so that's fair. I'm going to require a flat nature check. Your ability to trace forest fires is allowing you to make the check in the first place.
Could I choose survival for it? Because it's basically trying to find it.
I don't know if that quite applies in this scenario. This would be more of an intelligence thing.
Okay, I thought I'd check.
Yeah, like survival if you want to navigate through the smoke or anything, sure, but
Yeah.
to understand the tracing the line of fire's movement is definitely an intelligence sort of nature check.
Yeah, fair enough. I was like, I can't make it intelligent survival. No, fair. Where's nature? There it is. She is very distracted. It's very pretty fire.
Yep, you don't even
Modified
try.
one.
You don't even try. Wow.
Only who can prevent forest fires? You have selected you, meaning
great
me,
moment-
which
The
is
great moment
incorrect.
where you get a 1, I'm red.
That's the point. I don't know how much gold does a fire extinguisher cost.
Probably a lot.
If it's less than 80 gold, I can make one.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna type in fire extinguisher into the D&D wiki, and it's not gonna give me a price. I have a weight and a rarity.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm actually gonna Google how much does a fire extinguisher cost. Can we
Depends.
get
You technically-
But alternatively, I can create just a bunch of fire smothering stuff.
So I found a fire extinguisher. It's about 80 quid. How does that convert into gold?
I like to do gold per pound because it makes the most sense. Oh wait, no, it's not gold per pound. It's like a gold per tenner.
It's
Oh,
like
then.
800 gold.
No,
So,
it's 8 gold.
Oh, it's 8 gold. You may be then.
8 gold apparently. It cost you 8 gold to make a fire extinguisher. That seems fair.
Yeah, in which case I will do my thing, which will only be visible to people in the tent.
You're from Akaba, the Renaissance magical city that has modern technology but magical.
Yeah, some sort of steampunk
And to be
fire
fair,
extinguisher.
and to be fair, it is heavily influenced as a hybrid culture from the dwarven steampunk Steamforge.
Yeah.
So if anyone learned
This-
how to make fire extinguisher, it's
Oh.
the steampunk dwarves.
It's
Okay,
it's
but-
it's literally the first thing you learn how to make in school, right, lads? You know how to make fire because you're all
Yeah.
dwarves from this town. Today we're gonna learn how to put out fires. Oh, I know fires are fun.
It's
But they can be
because
deadly.
they also use they also similar to Ironcore have built their city within a semi-dormant volcano and use the lava
Semi-dormant.
flows to fuel their forges.
Oh, is this the equivalent volcano in this
Kind of
also?
is.
Yes, man.
Yeah, basically.
Cool. Oh yeah. So the point will pull out Merida, just start playing. You'd recognize the song. It's Melody's melody.
Oh, I thought it was
Saying.
just going to be the Smokey the Bear theme to
No.
the advert.
It's Melody's melody mashed up with the Smokey the Bear theme.
Yeah.
As the point just floats slightly in the air, their tattoos glowing, and then just in their hands there is now a fire extinguisher. And just
What,
drop down.
How did
Go.
you would? That was you. Stop
That's fair.
punching the ground.
Now this will take some coordination to apply the material given the volatility of this situation. It's unfortunately not just a throw into the fire to solve problem. So give me either a this would be for coordinating how to put out a fire. No, I'm gonna go with nature check here. Give me a nature check with advantage.
Okay, I won't try and force it into a performance check. That's disadvantage. Ooh, that's not good.
That's a bad sign when you don't even see the roll yet.
14.
14. It is a a small success. You have stopped the fire from spreading and even have it slightly on the retreat, but not sufficiently enough to put it out. How long or how much fire extinguisher can you make?
80 gold worth, 80 gold or mediums worth.
You get 10
I'd say
fire
a
extinguishers.
normal fire
You could-
extinguisher.
You could give me one of them while you keep making more.
As you put down your first of your 10 fire extinguishers, and look to Fade to get his ass over here, or to get their ass over here to help.
Yeah,
Okay,
then
I just have
I throw
But they-
dust.
with that like magical girl transformation just into the point of holding a fire extinguisher and just keeps pulling
So
them
you-
out.
You turn on the spot a bunch of times while the fire rages behind
Yeah.
you.
Alvina looks very sad and walks off in a sulk.
You successfully, with the combined might of 10 fire extinguishers, put out this raging inferno.
I love Song of Creation. It is so dumb.
It's great. Alvina.
Oh yeah, Fade. If you are holding one of my fire extinguishers, you can just hear music in your head as you're holding it.
I hum along to it. Sure.
Yeah, Alvina has legitimately, when the fire's been started being put out and is like not on the outside.
But remember, the tent is still filled with smoke, and it is only slowly evacuating, and it is really starting to get to at least the point Fate doesn't need to
Oh
breathe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to leave the tent?
Once the fire's
Yeah.
out.
Once my breath runs out, I will quickly stick my head outside.
You do so. You see a lamp to your left. Who I don't know if Fuki's even still noticed anything's gone on yet.
Probably not, no.
But however, Fuki, what you do notice is having appeared out of you're not entirely sure where they came from, but they appear to be leading two fire giants guards towards the tent. Is your favorite smoke genie?
Oh,
Who
you
attempted to
bastard.
murder.
You attempted to murder, as they come kind of almost panically running up to the tent, kind of in a frenzy of just, oh, what? How do I do a slimy voice again? Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's pretty bad.
my tent. What happened to it? Somebody set it ablaze. As the point, you poke your head out. Saboteur!
Saboteur!
Guards, I have caught the
What?
saboteur
Where?
who has set my tent on fire!
What? You mean the lamp?
What's
I-
the lamp?
Look, you
come out
get in
here.
here and help me stop. Help me stop this fire. You're fire giants. You control fire, right? Can you give us a hand?
As the fire giants step towards you, kind of start barging their way and kind of pushing you back. They do seem to be primarily focused on the fire, to the point where normally in this scenario you're pretty sure you'd be immediately arrested, but they actually just push you back, sideline you, and go straight to the back of the tent and start inspecting. You can see them particularly focused on the like corner pieces, the left and right, as they seem to be checking for any residual flames that might spread to the other tents.
Mm. Can I still be in there holding fire extinguisher and spraying?
Yeah, they will just see a pile of spent fire.
Fire
extinguishers.
extinguisher.
10 of them. Ah, that's the fuel they use. See, it's all depleted.
They must be some sort of flamethrowers.
I'm very happy that I decided to walk off with a sulk. I didn't even
I
know
mean, so if he does say, I say, no, my flamethrower looks like something else. Just turn back.
I love the fact there is actually a flamethrower in the game.
I have a flamethrower.
There's a different flamethrower in the game as well. It's like an
The guards
uncommon
sort of
item.
finish up. If the guards sort of finish up and are satisfied there's no danger to the surrounding tents,
Then they
I
go
salute and say, glad I could help. All in a day's work.
the coffee guy.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage. You're lucky
Wait.
you're both the party members aren't currently suspected of anything.
Does it? Wait,
Yeah.
do these two guards happen to be any of the ones that Fade gave coffee to earlier? Do they know?
Oh, yeah. Would I get advantage?
You know what, Fade, give me a fate die first, and this will determine
Fate
if
die?
you gain
Yes.
flat roll or not.
Come on, please, fate.
I'll say it's above a. Oh, nope, these cards have never
sorry.
seen you. Disadvantage.
Oh,
I tried.
Disadvantage
I
persuasion.
know. Right, okay. Character sheet crashed. Where is it? Come on. Load. While you're doing this, what's everyone else doing?
Probably more importantly, as you're right next to the, or not right next to, but a short distance away from the smoke genie, who is grinning to themselves as they watch the chaos in front of them. What would you like to do, Fukyu?
Stab him.
Shit.
Um,
Motherfucker. Kill that fucker.
Fuck you's
Never
kind-
have I advocated violence as fate, but kill them. Kill them now.
Fuck you's just very confused because he's just like gone to do a recce on this tent. Then all of a sudden, the fire genie and smoke genie and couple fire giants just turn up, and like the point's in there for some reason.
At some point, somehow got in there.
So he's just
You can smell bacon cooking.
Yeah.
somehow.
he's just slightly confused, and he's just being a lamp.
Just
That's fair.
default,
It is, though.
default to lamp.
Yeah.
Alvina, what are you doing a short distance away as you can hear, maybe hear the commotion? It's quite quiet now that most people have left, and only like there's one or two stragglers heading to the teleporter now.
I'll roll perception to see if she's noticed. Yeah, she's noticed. She went off in a sulk because the fire got put out.
As you do.
She's gonna try and creep to a point where she can get like a line of sight on the tent. Just like peek
Probably
round this
back to
corner.
where Abigail and Gwent are, if you want like a
Yeah.
proper look.
Oh, yeah, I thought Abby was there.
Yeah, Abby's here. She'll go back there and try and take a peek.
Abby's just hanging out with Gwent, just being, just having like a casual conversation with Gwent about what the fuck is happening.
Alvina comes in and is like, I think they're being arrested again.
This is like the 5th time today.
No! I'm really curious as to why I got arrested the first time. But,
Now,
I
don't
think it's
you
just
worry
because
about
of
that.
you.
no, I didn't actually do anything for once. I'm gonna be honest. I bought pastry, I was having a nice conversation, and then I got arrested. I'm not sure why. I actually didn't do anything.
A sleepy assassin wakes up and says, "Don't you worry about that," and goes back to sleep.
It's just a, don't worry about it, and then while asleep. Yeah, there was a fire? I didn't set it before you
We were
went.
just supposed to steal a ship and head to Bastion.
Honestly, I think we were just supposed to have a nap today, to be honest. With this one. We're just gonna have a gonna bed.
You know, guys,
This
I
is
think
what you
should
get
really...
for wandering around. Could have just stayed hidden. Could have just stayed hidden.
That's true. Could've just stayed hidden.
As the lamp,
Whose
Fucky's
side are you on?
Yeah. As the lamp, Fucky's just gonna start wandering back to where the rest of the party was hiding.
Your 24 stuff. Oh, the lamp's back.
That's fair. You feel you just occasionally have to stop as the smoke genie like turns to look at you and gives you a quizzical look, looks away, looks back quickly.
Oh, Fucky's
There's
not.
an actual lamp.
Yeah, he's not stopping. He's just carrying on walking.
It's an
He's
animated
just
lamp.
seeing a lamp moving. This
Dude.
place is so weird.
Yeah.
From where we are, can we hear the smoke genie, like trying to get them arrested?
His voice would have carried. Yeah, he was kind of shouting in a frantic, high-pitched tone of despair.
Alvina apparently just
Oh.
really hates genies for some reason. Possibly
Right.
from childhood stories. So she just doesn't trust him. It's like, of course he's trying to get him arrested.
I'm gonna try and cast a spell at him from a distance then.
Ooh. Okay.
Fast friends.
What does fast friends do?
It makes you fast friends with someone.
I assumed
Yeah.
that. What does it actually do?
Interesting.
Pretty much that.
Okay.
13. But as I
He's not a humanoid.
yeah, he's a genie.
Damn it.
Genies are
Elemental.
elementals. I think
Elemental,
genies are
thank you.
elementals. Yeah.
He is an elemental, I'm afraid.
Also, I think he's immune to charm.
Probably it's a genie. They're very powerful.
I don't think genies are innately immune to charm.
As I try to explain,
No, they have no
Can my
conditions to
eye-
genies.
can my eye activate and show like pretty much what I saw through my like a security camera thing from my little robot?
It would,
the
but
guys-
unfortunately, your eye is clogged up with the thick, ashy smoke and does not work as you fail the persuasion check.
You
Hey, you gotta
suck.
flavor how you're failing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can display if you want, but it's not as flavorful as you failed because your eye clogged up, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
I could just say you failed if you'd like.
No, it actually it activates, but because the smoke is so potent, it's like a mishmash of light shows. You just see a blue light in the smoke.
Shoot it.
They must think I'm casting a spell. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna kill you.
As very quickly, out of nowhere, 2 dragon-clawed chains wrap around your body.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what? Fuck this guy. I'm gonna activate my firearm.
Okay.
What does it do?
Yeah. Well, we will find out. I roll a d100 to see what it does.
13.
No, I feel like that's bad, but at this point, all of them feel bad. Let me see. Wild magic. 13. Oh, okay. For 1 by 6 days, you gradually gain the traits of an Afriti. After triggering this effect, and then at the start of each subsequent day, you randomly gain a trait listed below, and it lasts for the duration. The effect is considered a curse.
You get cursed to turn slightly into an Efreet.
So
Which is a fire
immediately,
genie.
Can I make a suggestion? Instead of an Efreet, can it be a smoke genie?
Actually, it could be a smoke genie for this one. It's
yeah.
very
So I roll a d6. So on a 1, my skin turns vibrant red, and I'm immune to fire damage for the duration of the curse. So for 1 by 6 days. Oh, I should roll a d6 to see how many days it lasts. Unless you want to take that. Unless you want to take that d6 as how many days it lasts.
No, the d6 was like which one you rolled, wasn't it? So you would need to roll again.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
See how long it lasts?
days. Yeah.
2 days.
So today,
the dice
and
are slightly
tomorrow-
kinder to you.
Yeah. So tomorrow I will develop another trait of the curse, and then the following day I will. Oh God, no! Oh God! Oh, we're stealing a ship tomorrow. That's not going to be great.
How many
We're
days
stealthing.
is it?
So immediately,
I mean, how many days
Yeah.
does the curse of you keep getting a freak traits last?
a d6 days. So that was the second I said.
2 days.
So 2 days.
So for 2 days.
So for today and tomorrow, you're gonna get weird curse effects.
Mm-hmm.
As they also look to the point, you're going to have to come with us for some questioning. Destruction of Iron Core property is a serious offense. The enforcers will wish to speak with you.
The point, again, not knowing that smoke genie bribes the guards. Go, absolutely, I'll happily comply.
Oh yeah, the point being actually a nice person is gonna get them killed.
Yep.
Good. Come with us.
They're just carrying Fade out again.
As you begin leaving the smoke genie. Hey, this better not come out of my my deposit, right? I had nothing to do with this, and I'm on a tight schedule here. So, do you need me to do any paperwork? If you want your deposit back, yes. You know what? You can keep the deposit. Fine. But
All of your
I'm leaving.
items moved by your...
The point will just,
Alvina, stop that guy!
the point will quickly shout, if you want help finding who started this fire, let us know.
What? Hey, that's
Oh my
that's
God.
Iron Core's problem. I'm on to bigger things. As he kind
Point.
of looks back to you and goes
He-
in their spoken common. Plus, I think you guys have helped enough. Sincerely,
Point,
could not
point.
have
he
expected
clearly-
this.
He clearly set the fire himself, Point. Can you...
Oh, it was insurance.
Yeah. Even I'm getting that now. I don't think he's a good guy. I think he genuinely might be...
Limit
might be
talking.
terrible.
Sorry.
Gwent, that guy
Let's
works
go.
for the Monstro Guild. Kill him.
As Fate and the
I not
Point
have said
begins
your
being
name.
taken away in the custody of 2 fire giant guards past the rest of the party. What would everyone like to do?
Well, I was thinking of actually helping him before Fade yelled out, "Alvina, stop him!"
Alvina, stop that guy.
But she's just gonna go.
Um,
I'm not fucking doing it."
Treats. He has treats.
She doesn't believe you.
Okay.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Just shouting random names to people and expect them to do stuff.
Smoke Genie is
Not
currently
going-
whistling to themselves quite happily.
Anywhere near the Monstro Guild ship or people. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, Alvina's dumb, but she's not that dumb.
I swear undying vengeance against that smoke genie.
That is very fair.
Because that is the second time a smoke genie has dicked me over in a
Even
campaign.
a smoke genie. That smoke genie. It's the same
Oh my
guy.
god, see if it's the same smoke genie. No, it was a
Yeah.
smoke genasi. The smoke genasi before.
No, it was a genie.
No, for another campaign.
Oh, for your
Okay.
campaign. Okay. I thought
Another
you've been arrested
campaign.
by this genie twice.
Are you thinking of the smoke Genasi assassin?
Yeah, who killed
Jonathan.
Reverend Flop. Yeah.
Are you deceiving yourself here?
I assume so.
What the fuck was that?
So yes, Fade and the Point are gonna go spend the night in the brig unless anyone wants to do anything that potentially could lead to more trouble.
I look across to the point and say, "Hey, at least we'll be sleeping indoors."
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, it's better than the alternative.
Silver linings.
I look at Gwen and go, and I look at basically everyone else who's here. So it's Gwen, Abby, and the lamp. So
And
they're
Lou.
not. Oh yeah, and Lou's here, I suppose. But Lou's not here. Lou's somewhere else. So they've already found a bed. Lou's managed to talk themselves into someone's house and is actually in
found
a
an
nice,
actual
comfortable bed.
Yeah.
They found a cult headquarters here actually, and just joined. And now
Joined
leaving
another
it.
cult.
Yeah. So they're not going to check that tent for the rest of the night, right? Because they've already checked it for everything, so it's not going to get checked for at least a few hours. Do you want to just go and sleep in there?
So no, it is healthily clinging and filled with smoke, and would impair your rest as you slowly die of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh man, I'm the investigatory one. I wanted to find some
Good
shit
luck.
in there that they left behind. Damn it.
Yep.
Oh well. I'm gonna return to the scene of the crime tomorrow.
Curious, how actually secure does this area that we're actually hiding in now feel? Is there enough space here for us to rest?
It's a little bit cramped because you are having to hide behind things, and there also it does patrol like only like 30 feet away from where you're resting, so you would constantly be having to like quiet yourself at any passing guard. So if any of you happen to snore, you're not going to be able to hide.
Does anyone here snore?
We all look at Abigail.
What? I don't think so.
We've heard you at night. Don't worry.
What?
I thought it was the engines for a while.
You guys are joking, right?
I pat her on the head. Go, you don't snore. Don't worry. They're taking the piss.
Not. I've been on multiple camping expeditions.
They're all being nice to you because you're the warder's daughter.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's because your dad's there. That doesn't count.
He wasn't there, but I was their captain at the time. Maybe they
You're not gonna...
Wow. I can't believe you're gaslighting a young girl.
Yeah. Alvin is actually too. I think Alvin is telling the truth. She meditates. They sleep next to each other. most
Perhaps
of
would
the
have
time.
definitely told me, and a big toe is way too merciless not to rub it in my face.
You're
Unless
fine.
he's been told not to by your dad.
They're taking the mic. You're fine.
Little toe
Alvin is
would definitely have
desperately
lied to me.
trying
Fuck you, just got his big eating grin on his face again.
I know, but there's a lamp on shade in your head, so we can't tell.
Oh, he's taking the lampshade off at this point.
Oh,
No,
well,
he's just
you're
stuck
telling
a
the
like
truth.
you just stuck a sticker on the front of the lamp that's you smiling.
It's just a troll
Yeah.
face. It's a troll face.
Let's stick googly eyes on the lamp.
Fuck you has been stuck in lampshade mode now.
But yes, so we'll come back to Zormir in a second. Fade and the Point are going to be sleeping in the brig. Abigail, Gwent, Fukyu, and Alvina. In theory, you can attempt to sleep here, but there will be several encounter checks to see if you are discovered that may prevent you from gaining your long rest. Would you like to attempt to move to anywhere else to get your long rest, or endeavor to long rest in this position?
Would I be able to help disguise this position with any canvas and things?
Nothing that probably wouldn't draw more suspicion given it's out of place. Similarly, these giants are kind of well aware of the one area they patrol.
I'm gonna stick my head under one of the tents next to us. What's in it?
An open storefront, and empty tables.
Is it actually like full open front of it?
Yeah. The doorway's an archway out into the rest of the thing.
Are there any tents that can close up, or are they all open front?
Because most like bell tent type things, which I assume these are, you can like close them up. So
Yeah, it's just
maybe
not
these-
not usually a reason to. But let's see if any of them. No, some of the backer ones I think they seal up just because like they store or they store stock in there. So it does appear to be if you can have a look around the area you're in a little bit more because there are slightly more tents than what's on the map. You find that there's some pressed against the wall that are kind of like back rooms to some of the bigger tents that might give you more of a more obscurity to your slumber. Um, but you'd still be under the kind of the like passive threat that any noise or anything that might happen might draw anyone in, but they're less likely to catch you, and you could probably move about a little bit more. You still have to be careful with your noise level, but you can move about a little bit and shuffle and stuff without drawing attention.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll go. We'll go into one of these like back rooms.
Yeah.
I'll take the first 2 watches and I'll nestle everybody in so they don't move around too much.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
I'll
We
probably
can
like
silence an
prop them.
Abigail.
Mhm.
Doesn't snore.
Would tiny hut keep smoke out?
It would keep the smoke out, but not the sound out.
Hmm.
We need the bigger version to keep sound out.
In a few levels, fuck you'll get the Magnificent Mansion. Because
But yeah, Alvina will basically put in a lot of effort to make sure, and also she will try her very best to make sure that Abby goes, "You don't actually snore. They're taking the mick out of you."
when do I actually have access to 7th level spells?
14, I think.
Is it 14?
I think it's 14.
Seventh level is 13,
It's 13.
It's 13. Okay. So it was around that area.
so 3 levels.
3 levels. Then I can get a Magnificent Mansion.
Yeah. I'll nestle everyone in. Take the first 2 watches because I only need 4 hours sleep.
Second.
If we want a tiny hut, fuck you can definitely ritual cast one.
But the tiny hut actually will make us like even harder to spot, right? Essentially.
Yeah, it's essentially an opaque dome.
All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through it or be cast through it. They're right. There are things that pass through Tiny Hut,
There's not
like
many
a
things.
dragon's breath.
Yeah. Any skill like Alvina's gravity blast would go straight through it.
Oh my god, I could send natural creatures against you.
Yeah, I've done that
That's just,
before.
it's just a cool little tidbit I didn't actually quite realize.
You want to
Or you could just,
not
I mean,
to,
if
not to throw us under the bus and possibly kill us in the future. I've actually had a party get swallowed by a giant worm in a tiny hut before, because he just ate everything around them, and they were just in the stomach.
Yeah.
More importantly, anything that isn't magical effect, like fire giant fire magic.
Oh shit, yeah, I guess. But yeah,
you can have a beholder melt it.
of course, a beholder will melt it. Beholder's got anti-magic field.
Yeah, just make
Although,
it vanish.
yeah, in fairness, if we have a tiny hut going or being attempted to be cast while we're fighting a beholder or a dragon,
Already done that.
What the fuck are we doing at that point?
We
Oh,
did
yes,
that.
we did that. We did that in like session
Did that when we
4.
met Gwent.
Making bad choices is what we do.
Crossing
Yeah.
bones pissed me off whilst trying to sleep, so they deactivated the hut.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, who do I wake up for the next 2 watches after my 4-hour shift, essentially?
Fuck you would take one. The first one after you.
Gwent, do you want the last one?
Yeah.
So it's probably getting light then, you don't have dark vision from reserves, right?
Yep, no dark vision.
Yep, so yeah. Albino take the first 2 watches, Fuck you takes the 3rd watch, and Gwent takes the 4th. And Albina is going to meditate, so she's kind of aware of things. Ish. That's not how you whisper.
No.
oh damn it!
And that kind of seems a bit sus as well. in jail. I'm
If
going to do
only-
things with the point.
I didn't say I'm gonna do things 2 point, which would have been worse.
You're just gonna do jail things.
She's gonna do jail things with
No,
the point. Got it.
We're the bad boys of the party now, so
Yeah, you're the ones who are actually in prison.
Pardon.
You disgust.
Wow.
I mean, you've got the Cape of the Montebac. You can escape whenever you like.
I could
Want to
genuinely.
leave. You
but,
can
you
just
know,
leave.
I could, but you
it's
know,
pretty
I
nice from where we
kinda,
would have been sleeping.
You've
So.
got a bed.
yeah, we are sleeping.
Just escape in
If
the morning.
if you pull out a harmonica, I point my I'm gonna point my MX arm at you and say, "Don't, please don't do that."
It wouldn't be a harmonica; it would be Merida. But yeah,
Well,
put it away.
an 18.
So would it at that point would it be a hard?
Oh shit! No,
You've lightning bolted him, haven't
Yeah.
you?
no. I see as I point my MX arm and it flashes. I see a vision informing me of an Afriti bottle somewhere within 100 mile. And then I look at and I'm back in the jail, and I think, oh fuck. Hmm.
You're just getting cameos of this fire, Janaz. This fire.
Just rubbing his hands together.
Yeah.
I can't believe they fell for it again.
I can't
But
believe
we
you
move back to Zormir as Arazag teleports you down into one of the other levels. You stuffed away in his pocket as you're kind of hanging like kind of eclipsing over the lip, talking to him for the first part of the journey as he comes over to the teleporter and then teleports down. And as you reappear in this new level, you notice two guards, two of the fire giant guards standing in front of what appears to be a large wall of living flame. As Arzak very quickly like kind of pats you down and like shuffles you away out of line of sight, hiding you. And in giant says something to the guards, and you kind of feel like a reserved like, oh, how you doing? Got it.
Lovely weather we're having here.
And begins walking away in the other direction with you.
I just love the energy of what I see down there. Sorry.
There goes old Arazak. Yeah. He loves
I
his
was
noise.
wondering. I found it as well, Bob.
Yeah.
The fact that we can see certain things through fog of war may be the best feature in Roll20 now. It's terrible, it's awful, but I love it so much.
Wasn't expecting there to be guards down here. They must have someone in the brig.
Oh.
If anyone wants to know, scroll to the bottom of the map and you'll see exactly what we're laughing at.
They've got caught or something, the idiots.
Stop playing the harmonica! Stop it!
The best part is that I bet money Zomi's going, it's fuck you and Alvina. It's gotta be fuck you and Alvina.
No, it's
No,
another
it does
short
too.
person in
Fucking
Strong
great.
Boy. It's
Mhm.
another short person in Strong Boy.
Yeah, he's just not expecting the combo who's fucking down here. He's
We're the ones
expecting
who got caught.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a different bard. Short bards and strong
That's
people.
a short bard as well.
Short bards and strong weirdos. Yeah. That's our party name now.
That's gonna be one of the episodes, I bet, at some point. You give Chris an idea for an episode name.
Short boys and strong weird.
Short bards.
There are only two
strong
genders: short bard and
Yeah.
strong weirdo.
Haha. Yes.
As Arzak takes you out of his pocket and kind of places you right like in a little corner, out of line of sight of the guards down, kind of puts you around the corner as you are able to take in what appears to be just a standard set of doors for the iron glass doors here, but also a moat of lava that Arzak is just straddling over. He's just like almost like there's a stream. He's just like stretched over, and it's just
Stepping
walking over a stream of lava, just pouring out and around this moat of what appears to be a large portal with flickering flames as an horizon. Three what appears to be lava filled cauldrons bubbling to either side, and a giant crossbow mechanism with what appears to be obsidian iron tipped arrows in it pointing towards the portal.
That is a ballista.
Uh,
Hey, there you go. Ballista, that was the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, ballista or wind lance or something like that, or an arbor.
And as you kind of glance around, he kind of like moves around because he's trying to like get onto the land. There, you're able to see what appears to be the stone archways around the hole through the entire mountain, and the streams of lava cascading off the floor into the waterfalls you saw below.
What kind of prisoner do you keep down here that you need that on hand?
Oh no, that isn't for the prisoners. That's for the Primal Gate.
What comes through the bloody Primal Gate?
Oh, who knows? It's an access point to the dreamscape.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
The dreamscape?
Yes. It helps and enhances the little one's skills. It's a rite of passage when first joining the Smith Order. They have to descend into the into the dreamscape of the prime dream, the melody of elements, and they must commune with nature down there to become one, or maybe not become one, but have a strengthen their innate bond with the elements.
Oh. Oh.
It is quite a dangerous adventure that we advise strongly against unless you are truly prepared to be one with the elements.
Okay. So I'm not being put in there to sleep for tonight.
Oh no. No, I have a little study stored away here that quite old that some of that I used as a student back in the day to prepare for the dreamscape. We have several older maps that our predecessors created there, and we would come here to study the maps of the primal dreamscape before taking our initiations. In theory, there shouldn't be anyone through here. We're not expecting any initiation tests this season, so I can't imagine there'll be anyone studying in there this time of the cycle.
I mean, I can read maps. I just can't read giant, unfortunately.
Oh, then feel free to peruse the maps while you're in here, if that will help you sleep. But there should be blankets and a bedding in there. We'd normally have all night study sessions in there.
Oh, sounds like a...
One second. I have to. It takes a bit of energy. I have to shrink myself down here, condense my elements. Ugh. As he condenses down to like the old man size of annoyed. Oh, I feel so dense.
This is a fascinating process. I mean it.
Oh yes, it's
similar
it's quite a difficult process. You have to be in touch with all five elements, at least on the basics. One of the higher stages of being a prime smith is to at least learn the basics of the other elements, so that they can, and to research them so they can impact your process. But yes, you have to control the five elements and shrink them down, the spaces between them, so that your whole volume is shrunk down.
It's similar to a spell, I know, but I seem going to last a bit longer than that one does.
It takes a bit of energy to convince the elements to play ball. It kind of depends on how much energy you have and how in tune with the other elements. Like the fire element is really easy for me to convince to do it. We're long acquaintances, but The other elements take some persuasion.
I guess they would if your alignment is mostly with fire. It
Yes,
must be
yes,
a
yes.
it must be a task to convince any water element to be nice.
Yes, yes. There is a certain delicacy and harmony you have to master to do so, but it is something I've had time to delve in, and I don't like to boast, but I've always been fascinated in what the other elements can teach us of the element of fire and how to incorporate their teachings and philosophy into our craft. Some of the older
I was going to say, yeah,
smiths.
he sounds like Anguiro.
He's Iroh. Yeah.
I should show you my tea collection if you ever get the chance.
Yes.
Um, But it's one of the defining barriers I feel between the older smiths who want to become primal smiths and those of us who actually achieve the higher awakening is they're too rigid. Fire is all about creativity and consumption of new ideas. Yes. But it's something difficult some of the purists struggle with and that prevent them from rising to the rank of primal smith.
Yes, I mean I consume a lot of knowledge when I was developing my craft and my artificery, and also I was studying to understand people's emotional responses, but from criminal aspect as well under my mentor.
Ah,
I
that's interesting. What is a criminal?
someone who steals or kills or murders or breaks the law.
Literally everyone in this party has done one of those things.
Some of us have done
Yeah.
all of those things.
You have done all those things.
I'm not the only one.
War crimes
No,
are only war
Zormir.
crimes if they're done in a war.
Yeah.
Understand?
Sorry.
You're just my study group now. Studying the criminal element
We're
by
the
following them.
We're the examples.
You hired
You're
us.
our test subjects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you hired, maybe hired. Actually, I don't think
Yeah.
we hired.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. I think we showed up and wouldn't leave.
Yeah. What a fascinating group of individuals. I must study them. I would like to hire you people. Yes.
I see a hierarchy breaker or a, 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 a monarch traitor. Yes, no, we have something similar. Yes.
About right, to be honest.
Understanding the psychology of why people do certain actions and do things helped me.
Interesting. Here in the monarchy, particularly the giant quadrant of it, we don't really focus so much on why. Only if they've disobeyed orders, then they will be court-martialed. The reasons are irrelevant. If they have defied orders from somebody of a higher ranking in the hierarchy, then that is. Well, that is what I believe you would refer to as a crime.
Yes, but certain things that do affect other people, like if someone told you to murder your wife or kill your wife, because without a good justification, would you?
Are they higher than me in the hierarchy?
Yes.
Then I must trust that they have valid reason for doing so. It would be a tragedy, a sad day.
Mm.
And it would break my heart. I would most likely die shortly after. But if that is what the hierarchy has deemed,
Say the hierarchy was jealous of your marriage and coveted them themselves, but couldn't sway them and wanted you just to kill them to see how you crumbled, would you still do it?
I do not understand. Why would they feel this way?
I don't know. That's what I do and study and figure out.
No, that is not the giant way.
I suppose.
No, honor is baked into our very essence. bestilled upon us by the creators.
Yes.
Humanoids are generally more pieces of shit.
And through my talking with you, I now understand that. That is what I do.
Interesting. Well, maybe one day I will tell you more about the giant hierarchy and how it is at odds with various other elements within the monarchy. Yes, unfortunately, while giant kind is born out of honor and tradition, I cannot say the same for our cousins. But that is not neither a time now. It is getting late, and my wife will have packed up shop and returned home. And I don't want to make you feel bad if you only have, you do have food to eat, right, Apprentice Zormir? I believe your kind requires that.
Yes, I still have some rations. And
Ah, good. Yes, giants only eat for the pleasure of it. We devour souls to increase our power, and we only require substance to replace elements. That is a small amount. Normally, it's for the pleasure of it, and I don't want to boast, but oh, my wife is making me my favorite tonight.
oh,
Yes.
enjoy.
Yes,
I
yes.
Ask
Oh,
him what his favorite is.
1 second. Let me just.
What's your favorite?
There's a trick, to these stone, and you see just suits of what appear to be modified, like young giant armor, kind of just standing on little like dummy coat racks, effectively, kind of staring out each corner off the room.
Little armor stands.
Mm-hmm.
We now if you go and try that door over there, you'll see it stuck, broken, as for forever is the idea. But
Mm-hmm.
so when we were younger, me and some of my friends, oh, that was such a long time ago. Oh, I think only one or two of them still reside within Ironcore. The rest have left for the homelands or other adventure. But yes, we programmed, or we set a series of mechanisms into these armor suits that only when they are positioned in the right direction does the door function. Yes, it was quite a long project to inscribe, and well, I guess I will admit to you, Apprentice Zormir, we are friends, are we not? I can share with you a secret or two, yes?
Yes. A fellow craftsman to another fellow craftsman, a friend to a friend.
Comrade.
Oh, I
Comrade.
don't want to place any undue burdens of you. Maybe you're not. No, maybe I'm being a selfish old man by telling you.
No. It's quite right. I want to boast a relationship and be trusted. And
Hmm. Are you sure? Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
okay. Persuasion.
Isn't he literally holding you hostage?
Yes.
We're friends, aren't we,
Zormir came voluntarily.
Zormir?
No,
You're not friendly.
you are not experienced enough. I should not fill your head with ideas of fancy before you are ready. As I tell my younger students, all things in good time. When you have progressed in your studies, I will tell you. But for now, as he just tweaks the helmet of one of the guards and like replaces the spear of the other, the door should activate now. As he moves towards it and kind of reaches out his hand, and the iron glass fades away, revealing a room quite plushly decorated with some like cloaks along the walls and fabrics donning the walls, some kind of corner of plush fire resistant fabric in one corner, what appears to be a small cinder crystal torch hanging in a chassis on the wall, a large globe, and several maps documenting tables here and there, as well as just some scrolled up scrolls in a small bookcase tower in the side.
Mhm.
Yes, if you get some sleep, I will. Oh, I should probably. Do you think it's best if I lock the door? I'm afraid there's no way to access it from inside. You will be locked in till morning, but you'll have no risk of discovery then. Well, unless by some unlucky fortune and fate a student should happen to pass by and want to study in the room. I do wonder how many out there, how long our secret hiding place has descended. I've never actually checked how many of the youngsters know of this place, but it's the most hidden place I know of. Or would you like me to leave the door unlocked? I understand your kind is very peculiar about things such as imprisonment.
For the
Uh, you,
fact that
you,
He's
you are.
literally
I,
putting
I
you
do
in
want
jail.
you to know you are my guest here, Apprentice Zormir. I would only lock you in for your own safety.
I trust that you are doing this for my safety, and quite frankly, if I wandered around here and was discovered by the guards, I have no way of convincing them of my reason for being here, and would most likely die. So,
Yes, and heaven forbid anything come out of the primal gate, and we aren't able to subdue it in time, and it wanders in on you while you're sleeping and devours you. That would be such a waste of a good soul.
oh, if something comes out of there, I'll do my best to defend myself.
Oh yes, but that might just draw more attention to you, Apprentice Zormir, and then we have another problem.
Well, if it gets as far as this into the
Oh,
room,
yes, I
then
do advise that if you do hear anything, I would barricade the door in case it can devour metal. That has been known to happen.
noted.
Yes, metal eaters, a scourge on iron core, if you ask me. Yes.
Yes.
Especially if they
Well,
come in the form of those little rat rodent things.
Well, fuck you.
yes, I would definitely not want to run into something that eats metal, considering it makes up.
Oh, yes, yes,
About
yes.
60% of your body.
Well, you better get in then, Zormia. I'm growing quite tired. I don't know how much longer I can maintain this form.
Yes.
Well, what is it I hear the slaves muttering amongst themselves sometimes? Good night?
Yes. That is
Yes,
traditionally what people say when.
and
Here's your food.
and may the phoenix sweep down and bless you, I think is what they mutter. You know, some of the slaves have an odd focus on phoenixes. Like, they are beautiful creatures, but
Yes.
it's strange that they only focus on the Personally, I'm quite partial to pyrohydras myself.
I like this
Uh,
guy more every single
I,
time.
ha-
we talk.
I have a feeling my friend, that one of my
You would get
friends,
on really
one of
well
my,
with one of my friends, to be honest.
would be quite interested in fire hydras too.
I hope not. It's already risky thingying you. I don't think I could. My heart could handle more numbers.
I know, but she's probably going to try and buy one if I
You'll
quite
get one
frankly.
anyway.
Oh, I highly doubt it. You need a trading license for one of those.
Hmm.
And where
Never
would
stopped
Noids?
before.
Where would Noids ever get a trading license? No. Like, oh, I guess it has been heard of agents of the Monstro Guild. Yeah, very, very strange people. They occasionally hire Noids of decent power.
Who would do such a thing?
Wild,
well,
wild thoughts. But yes, good night, and may the phoenix bless you and sweep you up from the ground. And I forget how the rest goes. Good night.
He locks the door.
As the door closes and you hear some mechanical clinks on either side of the door as the wall seems to become just a little bit more solid.
hmm
Wait,
As,
so
as who knows what's happened outside the door, as there is no party members to conceive of it, and therefore it does not exist.
Also, Zobe, Alvina has mentioned that she wants to go. She's going to go to the Dreamscape at some point. So if these are maps, nick 'em.
Yeah. I'm not
Nick 'em,
gonna
nick
nick
all
them.
of
I'm
them.
gonna make copies of them, if
Okay,
anything. or at least study them so I understand them.
Well, first I have to ask, do you have artography skills? Or artographer's toolkit?
Cartography.
I have
Cartography toolkit.
cartography uh, as one of my tool set things. As for actual a kit, I don't
The
check
kit,
my inventory.
Your tool
Yeah,
counts as
your
any
tool,
toolkit.
yeah.
Yeah, my
It's
mo.
whether you have the proficiency or not.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, well then lucky you. You are sufficiently skilled to easily transcribe these maps without hassle.
Mhm.
And you can do so if you would like. While you are
Takes you a bit
preparing
of
to
time.
sleep. You probably would want to prioritize though, since you do actually need sleep. As you are not an elf.
Yeah.
Or a warforged.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything else that allows you to thingy. But you can get 2 hours of light activity in as part of your long rest, and you can transcribe 2 hours worth of maps.
Yeah.
Obviously, the maps don't really mean anything to you. It's difficult to subscribe importance or significance to them, given you're not entirely sure what you're looking at.
I can at least map out the terrain.
But you do have 2 hours worth of random maps that you can store in your inventory for later if it ever becomes relevant.
Thank you.
And with one hell of a fate check, see if you're even remotely in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance, right?
There's a chance, especially if you go to the fire portion of it.
Which is what I think our aim is. So.
Yeah. So there's more of a chance than if you went to anywhere else. So it would increase your odds.
Fuck you, I'm bothered about the other elements. Maybe fuck you is interesting.
But with that, we'll just quickly check in. Did anyone want to do anything as you were in your tiny hut and resting? Otherwise, you can effectively time skip the long rest.
I think we're fine. Just
Yay.
I'll make some food.
Put together some little like cold sandwich, salad type things.
Yeah, make meals for people to eat and keep an eye out.
Throw some water into some rations, make some porridge. Make some cold porridge.
We've got
I guess if
We've
you
got-
heat water, the steam is fine inside a tiny hut.
we've got honey and mayonnaise in prison.
Ah, see, beautiful. That's all you need. While you guys are doing
You
that,
have honey and
then-
mayonnaise. I'm not eating that. Can my
Well, you're not eating anything. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I forgot the points for you. Yeah.
yeah can I try and look through my critter's eyes and have it do like a brief recce of the smoke destroyed Kent to see if literally anything fell off of the cart when the Genasi were making ready to leave. See if there's anything in the rubble.
You check, and you do not find anything.
That's fair. Thank you very much for allowing me.
They did have sufficient. They unfortunately weren't rushing, which would have given you the chance. That they
Yeah.
very, very slowly, meticulously took their time.
Hmm.
But you, at the point, find yourself behind, in a long room filled with rubble and flowing lava and pyrocrystals, kind of thingying, seeping under the cold stone, which is presumably there is a gap under there if you would like to try and escape. But there is no open air gap between the lava and the stone. The stone descends into the lava pit.
Hey, Faye, do you know how you're into fire for the day?
There's
Yes.
also, interestingly,
Oh,
what appears to be a large stone bench of some variety with a large statue standing on top of it. I'm pretty sure it's a like a giant X. It's not a cross. It's a giant X. It looks like a cross, but it's not a cross. A giant
T?
plus sign.
Oh, right, okay.
A giant plus sign, inscribed in what looks to be primordial glyphs.
Oh, what do they say?
Let's find out here.
Dave was here.
He who died for our saw. It's a bunch of shite.
Gotta get a menacing voice on. Be warned, beware of those who disturb the resting place of the abomination. A reminder to all that the Republic will steep to no treachery to destroy our way and to destroy the hierarchy. Do not remove this what is it? Would be like headstone or something? This plinth. Do not remove this weight or they may rise again in their undying flame.
In their undying flame. Does that ring any bells to you?
No, none at all.
I go to the door and I whisper underneath it to see if it evokes a response from the fire giants.
If it does, you hear no response.
You killed them both on the spot.
What does that mean? Come on. I need
Well-
knowledge.
You hear nothing. It is just
What?
you and the point alone in this long corridor that's quite warm with free flowing lava and a very
is-
beautiful pyro crystal.
What is the abomination?
Well,
I feel like the only one we know of is Assassin.
I know two. Yeah,
What's the other?
I'll tell you later.
Hey, do you often think that you're seeing things? I'm worried about myself. I know you're not a doctor like Gwent or a mind doctor like Dr. Zormir, but I think
Right
I'm
now, you can go.
seeing. I think I'm seeing things. I think I'm imagining things that aren't there. And I'm concerned about it. I don't know if it's because I died.
Well,
but-
dying can put you under a lot of stress.
Yeah, Dan.
Just a bit.
Yes, it can. I remember whenever I get flashes of through my points at the robot eye, this of past lives, I see me, but in a different body. So I can only assume I've died more than twice.
Oh,
Luckily, I don't remember it all.
yeah.
But yeah, more and more recently, I feel like I'm seeing weirdness.
Well, if it's any consolation, that kind of happens when you hang out with this party. But I get what you mean. If you next time you see something, let me know and we can work something out to deal with it.
It feels so real. Not just the visions, but the objects I see. It's like I can reach out and whenever I see it, it's like I can reach out and touch the lamp. I don't... But I'm sure it's in my mind. It just appears.
No. I've worked that one out. It's a lizard.
A lamp can't be a lizard. It's not a ghost.
Oh,
Ghost, you know.
I'm not sure. I mean, Alvina's always adopting things. What's the bet
You just didn't
that
tell
she hasn't
anyone.
adopted a lamp lizard? Well, actually, you're from here. Are lamp lizards a thing here?
Lamp lizards went extinct about the same time as dogs. As far as my memory goes, but...
It might have stowed away from our world then.
Maybe.
It was in Alvina's backpack. It was in the spice pouch. Clearly.
In all seriousness, I remember when we met Scott, the Wolfman.
Jones.
Oh.
Jones. Sorry,
Jones.
my bad.
Fuck is Scott? Fuck.
His name's Scott. Original.
Oh, okay.
I remember when we met Jones. I had a vision
Original,
of
inspired by.
a past, a precursor time. Have you ever seen anything like this? And I play it against the wall like the vision of that I got from Jones's mind.
I'm going to assume I haven't, but
You have not.
yes.
Have you ever heard any stories from where you came from?
You have not.
No, This must be after the worlds diverged. Whenever that was. On this scale, I can't imagine anything like that ever coming to Alterra. It explains a lot that this place is how it is, that's happened here.
It's the war thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was
weird if it
mindful.
was it was some nuts and bolts.
I know what it was because I've seen it multiple. Alvin has seen it a lot.
I know you need to sleep.
Yes.
I can stay on watch
Thank
for
you.
now.
Yes, I will sleep, though. Are you still able to do that psychic talkie things?
Out of world, what is it you mean?
So back when the professor messaged the Devil's Piper.
Sending.
Oh, cast message.
Yeah.
Sending.
I can cast message. I don't have sending prepped right now. I don't think. I think I
Okay.
might. I've not got my spell list in front of me.
So the point will point
Probably.
at the very obvious tomb which should never be unsealed behind us.
You want me to?
Well, I just want to know what's inside. You know,
It surely can't
it reeks
be.
of plot.
It does.
You guys are so lucky, Alvina, and fuck you out there. That thing would have been off immediately.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts using my final second level spell.
You do so. You hear no other thoughts in the room but yours and points, and maybe the guards if you really squeege against the walls. Mostly along the lines of, oh, I wonder if Merida's ever gonna message me back. And,
Chatting up your gun point.
There are many Meridas. She gets around.
wonder if Jimmy still owes me. I wonder if Gerrigan still owes me 5 gold.
It's a bad sign if you don't remember if someone owes you money.
The blank I'm getting from this wall, is it similar to the blank I was getting from Monstral Guild members and also Assassin?
No,
So if
you
I
don't
try
get
and-
that slight pressure, that slight static. There's nothing. It's more of a lack of anything than interference.
So there's actually nothing. We think there's nothing there.
There is no detectable active thoughts right now.
That doesn't mean that there's nothing there, though.
There are no. I don't detect any thoughts behind this stone.
You can always try to probe deeper.
Okay,
It
good.
said-
Oh,
it
that
said
is
the-
that
it
is
said the
true.
Re- It said
I
the
forgot about
Republic
that.
on it, didn't it?
Yep.
It does say the Republic.
I can't really think of anything more an abomination to the Republic than something that that doesn't have like a mental presence.
The Republic are the. That's
Psychic
no
ones.
that. Yeah, they're the.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna-
that's-
I'm gonna attempt to probe deeper.
It's a
Ooh.
no.
If there is nothing there, it won't work, and the spell will end. But
If
I
there
feel
is
I should.
something-
I feel I should at least try and.
They would
Yeah.
need to make a save though, I believe, like a wisdom save or something.
Yeah, it is a save. Detect thoughts.
They choose to fail.
Oh.
It's Drax.
It's
I
Drax
put-
here.
I put both my hands either side of this cross and lean my head against it. And
Your only arm
all
feels-
languages.
Oh, not your only arm. Your firearm suddenly feels cold as you feel a frozen lake, a deep black abyss, every flame being sucked, absorbed, and devoured into a blistering blizzard. A slumbering, waiting mind trying to just ride out the frozen landscape that has become their mind. Waiting, hibernating for any sign of heat or flame that they may awaken and consume. And as you dive, suddenly there's a shift in the air as the blizzard stills for a little bit before beginning to evaporate and the mind begins to resurface. You can see something emerging from the depths of the psyche you are looking in. A presence, a face as it begins to swell towards the surface, and you get thoughts of heat, flame, fire. I must consume his... Have they put another prisoner in here with me? Is there...
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Gorgon! Gorgon! As something knocks against the stone, you feel the rubble on top shake.
Fall backwards.
As in giant, it echoes out to you and fade. You recognize of, hello? Hello? Is there anyone there? Please! Please help me, I've been trapped in here! It's so cold! Please! I'll give you anything, I'll do anything! Please set me free! What would you like to do?
Tell me your name.
The voice, that's not a giant's voice! Who is this?
Your name, now.
My name? Oh, it's been they call me the Abomination, the Undying Flame, but no, that wasn't always my name, was it? My mind, it's too fuzzy. I don't remember. How did I get here? Who am I?
My mind's also fractured.
Did you understand what it's like?
No. This is me thinking aloud.
Eternal monologue.
Yeah. Is death kicking about? Can I feel their presence nearby?
Is death kicking about? Just hanging around.
Oh, maybe. That's what
I
makes sense.
mean, yeah. If there's a thing that's been trapped behind a wall for decades, unable to die.
You didn't quite realize it, but suddenly your vision shifts as if he's always been there. Currently just leaning against the wall next to what appears to be some sort of sarcophagus or coffin. That similar white suit in his white skull. Little patches of black throughout the suit as he's smoking on a cigar. Flame, or the smoke rising into the air and vanishing without trace.
Is this Death from Adventure Time?
Now I was thinking it's, apart from the suit, it's Death from Terry Pratchett.
It is a combination of Terry Pratchett and skullduggery.
Oh, nice.
Death in multiple other fictions.
It's the don't mind me, I've got a book to read.
I know the one you're on about. Is it Skullduggery Pleasant?
Yes.
The main character is a skeleton detective, for those who don't know.
Yeah,
I've heard
I've
of
seen.
it.
I've read the
I'm not
book.
quite. I just like his aesthetic of he's a skeleton in a suit.
Yeah.
Do you know
Oh.
who?
And for some reason, I'm just imagining the smoking camel guy for the smoking vision. I don't know why.
Joe Camel, yeah.
Joe Campbell,
Yeah. There you go. With a little mix of Joe Camel in there for the cigarette. I feel.
Do you know?
That's Steph sound again.
I think it was that.
Yeah, it was like a deep kind of
Deep and soft.
With also just like a massive amount of edgelord salted in. There's a hunger. The hunger that is familiar.
like you.
You've definitely spent too long hanging out with Alvin.
I do not know what I feel. Nothing, possibly.
Does it feel familiar?
There is undead inside the coffin, if that is what you're asking.
Will it help me to
How would I know?
destroy? You said to destroy the gods, to destroy the...
Their heavens are an abomination to the natural order.
to destroy the... everything, to reshape it. Can this help?
It is unseen. Unfortunately, the more precocious of my siblings is yet to awaken, and they won't until the end. It is too tight a chain on the timelines for that. I'm afraid I see into the black abyss as much as you do.
Have you ever heard of the abomination?
As he seems to smoke in air out of nowhere. There are whispers upon the breath of the dying in this land. Rumors and storytelling for the children. There are one or two who understand the secret, who have recently died and still lingered. But ghosts are surprisingly rare in this area. How quaint. How boring.
It's a ghost.
Long-lived creatures. But there are so many noids. So much psychic imprint in the air.
Is it one of the elders?
Them? No. They died when they were young.
No, I mean, like elder control, elder end, etc. Elder, oh, it could be elder fear.
In the air? Oh, you mean those things.
It's not one of those.
No, this was caused by kindred spirits who understand the need for evolution, the need for a cycle, the need for recycling. No. He believes it. I can see into his mind, or at least that's what he's been told, or is what he remembers to tell them. That the Republic did it. But suddenly you see him almost kind of shift, and he seems to now be wearing the strange green armor of the Republic. Yes, it was a Republic plot, officer. I confess it. They did this to me and sent me in as a time bomb, effectively, to absorb the fire. As he switches back, and suddenly you see him in his similar suit. It's a lie, though. I can sense their lingering presence on this one. I hear whispers of them. They could be of benefit to us if you can ally yourself with them. So much potential power. They reek of death. And as he flinks a cigarette to you, kind of like you.
I try and catch it
Along
this
with them.
time.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
Expect.
well, at one point, I'm gonna catch it eventually. I'm sure I am.
It's always going to be a slight hand
And it'll
check.
be always be sleight of hand though.
6.
Nope.
Fuck.
It unfortunately seems to fade a little bit as you go
Ugh.
to grab it, and it hits into your forehead.
Burst in flames.
Remember these words. I remember them well. Undead creature. Gift only by my mercy. Remember the name. Spectre Corpse. Repeat it back to me.
Spectre Corpse.
Good.
I say it
Fine.
out loud. I say it out loud. So the point. This is the first time I've said something out loud. So the
Yeah.
point would here
I'm
would
assuming
here.
that-
Yeah, I would just be leaning against the thing, and then eyes would go black.
From the
Robot eye
point's
would go black.
perspective, Fade just appears to be looking off into space while the coffin is still rattling, and you can hear Giant speaking through it, trying to gain your attention.
Okay, I assume this was in like a time stop.
Mhm.
It should, okay.
This Delta.
I-
Only
Oh, God.
only the
Fade.
witness seems to do that.
Okay, in that case, the point would have gone up to Fade, probably not to any effect. Put his hand on Fade's shoulder as close as possible, dwarf versus however tall Fade is.
Mhm. Taller than
Fade. Fade. Fade.
Spectre
to?
corpse.
Well, that's ominous.
Oh,
Who?
And then the robot eye goes from black to back to regular.
You okay, bud?
What? Yes.
Do you think we should? I don't actually know what it's saying. Is it threatening to kill us or?
No, it's scared. It wants to be free.
Right.
It's I think it can help us. But then lots of things.
Let me check one thing.
There's a big difference between it's scared and it says it's scared.
Yeah.
I believe what I'm told.
Oh, okay. This is. Oh. Not as good as I thought it was.
That's a bad sign.
So I was going to cast Calm Emotions, but it only works on noids.
Yep.
It's not annoyed. I don't think.
Probably not annoyed. I'd be quite surprised if this was annoyed.
If only we had divine sense.
To be fair, the thing he did say it was undead,
Yeah.
It is undead.
I mean,
which,
even
which
if it was an
overrides
undead humanoid,
previous categories.
If it
Yeah.
was a undead humanoid, I'd be still very surprised.
I feel like it might be a poltergeist. I think it is a spirit of someone that was trapped here. I think we should free it.
Okay, but first. And. Can do one, right?
It may be able to help.
Yeah, I can only protection against good and evil one person, so. I'll protection against good and evil you.
Oh.
No, do it on. As you go to cast the spell, I back away and
Okay,
point at you.
I'll do it on myself. Right. You get that
I'm
end, I'll
already-
get this end.
I'm already dead. What? What else could it possibly?
What more can they do to me?
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
bright red right now, and I'm immune to fire.
That's fair.
I could walk across that lava.
You just get out.
Yeah.
Just leave.
We could get out of here.
So what happens if you protect an undead from undead?
It's
Anyway,
immune to other undead.
Yeah.
I spontaneously combust. In giant, I'm gonna lay my Oni hand on this thing, and in giant say, "Be free." How do I free you? Did that work? I don't think it's working.
No, there's a giant stone on top of something blocking it.
There's a rock
Oh.
on me!
All right.
So the point is already
Oh,
the point's already at one end, just trying to lift. Just come on.
All right. Oh,
The
sorry.
point's not
Yeah.
very strong.
Give me a strength check.
Yeah, I've got past all if this doesn't work.
I have plus 5 strength or 10 athletics.
Why do you have... No, you don't. Wait, how do you
Yeah,
have
that's a
five
6.
strength?
Flat roll, I
You had
presume.
like 19 last session.
17
There you go, yes. That's about right.
for flat strength.
All right. It takes a bit of effort, but
I feel like I'm doing all
isn't
the
really
work here.
helping.
I'm making it look like
don't-
I'm helping.
But
Yeah.
the moral encouragement is helpful, and you're eventually able to push the giant plus sign off the sarcophagus and lift the lid up a little bit.
What does it say on the sarcophagus?
Uh,
Does it say anything? It doesn't say death will come on swift wings to whomsoever opens this, does it? It's not some mummy bullshit in here.
No,
not gonna
no,
be
it
cursed, I
appears
guess.
to be a very improvised, like just stone thrown together. It looks like they put the inscription on the cross thing.
Cool.
But yes,
I-
as you
I
lift it
don't have any more
open,
second level spells, so I can't knock.
as you lift it open, and you see very kind of struggling to kind of lift up towards you. Looks to be almost mummified, or at least incredibly like skinny, almost bone thin.
Emaciated.
What appears to be a teenage fire giant, only about 7 to 8 foot.
Teenage fire giant.
Looking up at you and kind of slowly raising their almost weak, mummified hand towards you, as the first thing that catches your attention are eyes blue as crystal ice.
I'm here to help.
And in kind of weak, parched lips, they, "Oh, thank you. Please help me out of this. Do you have anything warm?"
I
So
extend
cold.
my Imix arm, and I'm gonna expend a charge of it, I think.
As you do so, he reaches out and grabs it, and you feel cold, nearly dead flesh, effectively, or almost like ice wrapping around your hand as the heat seems to slowly seep into him. Finally, warmth.
46. What does that do?
I'm
A
not going to
fire
claim to
tornado.
know.
A fire
Uh-oh.
tornado appears in a random location within 30 feet of you. This tornado functions like the whirlpool effect of control water.
Oh fuck.
I don't. Yeah.
You might all get sucked into lava.
How big is it?
Big.
A
Mhm.
random location within 30 feet of you.
One moment. Control water.
I'm pointing it into the coffin at the guy. So if he gets engulfed in it, I'm fine with that. Or if he just absorbs it.
Whirlpool. Body water is 50 feet, 25 feet deep.
No.
Whirlpool is
I'm just gonna
50
thingy it into the guy
Yeah.
because he's also sucking up all the fire anyway. He's gonna take in the
35.
fire, and you can see
It's only
I've got
Some-
three charges left. Do you want me to
Some,
expend
like-
them all?
you can do whatever you'd like. You see some flame kind of reignite in the depths of those icy blue eyes, almost like a single spark in a glacier. Yeah.
Glacier.
Glacier. As he seems to absorb and suck in all of the heat on all of the fire as it extinguishes against his flesh, as he seems to warm for like maybe a second or two. There's a slight glow as he cracks a smile, some of his skin cracking from dryness. Before he suddenly turns back to being cold against your arm. More. Please, have you got any more? Oh, it's so good. It's been so long since I felt any sort of warmth.
We can. I look around at the point.
Eh.
We can take you to the divine fire, divine forge.
Primal flame.
We can take you to the primal flame.
You don't know where it is.
Yeah, we have no idea where that is.
We're here for it.
You know it's here.
So-
You know it's in the building. Wait, the
Yeah.
mountain.
Also, this conversation just now, was that all in giant?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so apart from
But-
that,
like proper nouns though. I imagine primal flame sounds the same in common.
It might not.
Yeah.
Jericho, primal flame, Masnork.
the point which okay, I don't know what on Alterra it is you're saying, but if you let go of my friend's arm and stop turning into ice, we will do what we can to help you. Also, there's a bunch of lava right there. if you want to like jump in that.
Get
There are
a
two-
persuasion check with advantage.
There are two fire giants outside as well if you want to eat them. I don't know what you eat, but
Kind of looks at you in horror. What? Why would I want to eat my kin?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Could you eat a? Could you
Oh.
eat us a
Oh, it's
smoked
to.
genie?
Oh. This kind of starts looking at both of you, wild up. Oh my God, are you cannibals? I knew noids were
No.
weird, but
The cannibal
Oh.
isn't here.
I'm not. I don't think Fade is.
I
Right, well,
don't
I'm-
have to eat.
Fade can't be a cannibal. There's nothing like him.
well, I'm gonna stay over in this side of the room and slowly consume energy through this pyro crystal before they put me back in the box.
We actually, yeah, I was gonna say we won't let them put you back in the box, but I don't know how we do that.
No,
Nope.
no. Normally they just let me out because I occasionally or I'll slowly try and like drive the other fire giants mad. I'm normally a punishment.
I like you.
Right. Well, I've never had a small critter tell me they like me before. That's definitely a new one. But
You're
hey,
welcome.
I'm not exactly Mr. Popular around here, so I'll take my friends where I can get them.
Oh, there's your name,
Mr. Popular.
Mr. Popular.
I mean, it seems a little insulting.
Well,
So-
that was a joke.
What is your-
It feels weird to call you Abomination.
No,
Yes.
no, I'll fair dues. It's better than the abomination. I'll take
Yeah.
it. Not, you could have
Yeah.
given me like a strong fire giant name, but
What
I
about?
don't even have a
Mr.
Mr.
name.
Popular will
Fire
do. Mr. Popular will do.
It leaves room for a first name as well.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
So do you bring any food?
Mr. Jeffrey Popular.
What do you eat?
I mean, regular giant food. If you got any mutton on you, I quite like mutton. Any I don't think got any ale on you. I'm quite perched. You know, I've been
I
up in a
I've got
kitchen
ale.
for,
I like
for a
right
couple
at the
months.
point. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't.
got ale.
I don't have any food.
Look, mate, I only get out of this box whenever they throw a prisoner in, and generally they don't really get a lot of prisoners around here.
Oh,
That's kind of the problem with living in an order society. Yeah, it's been 7 months I've been in that box since the last guy got thrown in here.
I love the idea that every prisoner that's thrown in here goes, "Who's in that box? Let's free them."
Yeah.
What happens to the prisoners?
Nothing.
Get back
great.
in the box.
No,
Get back in the box.
Get back in your
nothing
box.
happened. Look,
Get
like I
back
said,
in
I'm Mr. Popular, okay?
Get back
We
in
have
the-
a fun time. We have lots of interesting conversation.
Get your ass back in that fucking box.
This is still all in giant, isn't it?
Right fucking now. No, this is me just
I imagine
Oh,
it'll
wait,
be-
wait.
Try to
No,
be
I've
funny.
not had a chance to try my common. Oi, slave! Get back in the box! Did that do good?
You did perfectly. Let's.
Just points
I-
at himself.
I like it. No, don't actually.
Dear boy just jumps
what?
into the box.
No.
What other
No.
phrases do I know?
Anyway, sorry.
You
Thank
missed
you
a
for that.
spot. Clean it or that'll be 70 lashings.
He's got master.
How's that? Did I say anything good? Your
It's,
friend here's looking a little peakish.
It's lashes, but aside from that, pretty good.
Oh. Fair.
Yeah, yeah.
The point is now just pouring ale into as many cups as he can find on his person.
Of course, I
I'll-
asked why you have cups, and I went, of course you have cups.
I'll give him my fire blanket.
I don't think that'll be helpful. That should be
All
good.
right. Well, give me some of that. I mean, you can have got a cask or anything. I guess this will do.
You
tell your-
could drink it straight from the jug if you want.
What's your friend saying?
You can drink it from the jug. He's not
He
fancy.
can't. He takes the jug.
But
Yeah.
he wants the jug back once you've drained it dry.
Question.
Oh
Does
God!
he
I
know how
can...
to use it? Otherwise, he might summon mayonnaise.
Who knows? I assumed that it was still pouring while the point was using it, and he just grabbed it while it was still pouring.
Yeah.
It's like it
Oh,
overflows.
sweet. Well, Azia turns and puts it into the stone sarcophagus.
No.
That'll really do for the longer stays.
No. You're not going back in there. We need your help to destroy the...
No. It's just for when they eventually, come and release you and put me back in the box.
They're not going to do that. We're just going to get out.
Well, they are going to do that, but we're going to stop them doing that.
Yeah, they're not going to put you back in the box.
Right, yeah, and a bunch of small critters are gonna stop some grown adult fire giants.
Yeah, you're going to drain all the heat from them. And then you're going to help us destroy the gods. Oh, this is in Giant. Sorry, point.
Giant. Okay, yeah.
Sorry about that. You're going to help us destroy the leftover gods, the citadel of President Control, and and everyone else. And then you can choose whether or not you want to go back in the box.
After you've killed everyone in existence, then you get
Sorry, it kind of sounded like my father before I ran away, and then subsequently died and got turned into this abomination, and then got sent back, and then unfortunately he died of a heart attack upon seeing me. Something about dishonor and disgrace, and then they kind of put me here because they didn't really know what to do with me.
Yeah.
And
How is Alvina more diplomatic than you two?
I don't speak the language.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a lot of responsibility and pressure. I'm kind of going through my hey, what's up phase.
It's my gap year.
Yeah.
Maybe we try something a little bit.
Figuring my
Traveling.
stuff out
I've
right
really
now.
enjoyed the traveling. I'm happy to do the traveling.
You can
Well,
travel around with
I did
us.
do a little. I did do a little travel. Did I tell you about the time I traveled?
Oh, no, please. I'll
Yeah.
stay up and listen, point to...
Oh yeah. I mean, I died.
I'm gonna go and have a nap.
No kidding, you died? We have so much in common.
Oh, yeah.
I've died like 3 or 4 times. How did you... I died in an explosion.
Well, I mean, this isn't a one-upmanship. You don't have to try and outdo me.
You found the emo ice fire giant. I just want
Fucking... It looks at camera. Fucking teenagers.
I'm just saying, you're not impressing me. You don't
Okay,
need to try-
Zoomer.
You don't need to try so hard to be
Oh,
cool.
I say okay, Zoom. God.
What's the zoomer?
It's like a.
It's someone
what
who uses
happens when a Segway goes really fast.
Yeah.
But the point, how would you like to attempt to block out the chattering of these two cellmates as you try to sleep?
Severe concussion.
Yeah.
I
What have I got that I
harmonica.
can jam in my ears?
Marriage.
Bullshit. I've got spell slots left to do this. I will
Blindness, deafness.
I will do a magical girl transformation into just having some earmuffs on. Because I've got the spell slots there.
You roll over in bed a few times rather than turn around on the spot and summon them.
you just get,
roll
you
over
just
in
get
bed.
a sudden glare in the corner of all my tattoos glowing. And then I just have earmuffs on now.
This-
Earmuffs and an eye mask. Just wake me up when you're
Oh,
done.
you go.
You do so. As you sit in the
damn.
corner and Fade, you have a
Actually-
very aggravating conversation with a teenage giant all night.
Actually, saying that, I realise, A, all the time wearing them, I'm now getting sleep music in my ears. And B, they're going to disappear after 4 hours.
I mean, that's half a nap. That's enough to
Yeah.
probably be in a deep enough sleep that you don't notice.
Yeah. And by the time you wake up, I need to go to sleep. So you can have him for the next 4 hours and you might have a fucking
No.
thing in common with him.
You
can't
can't
speak
speak
We
the
don't
same
even speak the
language.
same language. I will
How
play him some
quickly?
music.
How quickly
Like,
does he get on my
talking to
nerves?
him like, hey, how you doing today? He goes,
Oh, I just
don't
assumed he
know,
got
you
into your
alone."
nerves before I even finished that conversation earlier. But the point, give me a wisdom save as you attempt to sleep through your experience with a teenager.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And Fade, you said you needed
Uh-oh.
to go to sleep after 4 years?
Two natural ones.
After
yeah.
After
4 hours?
After that one.
4 hours, technically, I need to be in an inanimate,
The point is died.
restful state.
The point is died.
I'm gonna go sit in this corner and shut off my
Yes.
robot brain activity.
Just turn off all sensory activity.
Oh, I
Okay.
miss being a warforged when I could just actually shut down for the night.
Oh, yes, but now you're a remnant.
What do I need? Charisma save, wisdom save.
To go to sleep. I feel like wisdom save. I think wisdom save's good.
Cool.
I think the point's dead, by the way.
Was that a wisdom save to go to sleep or to do something else?
No, you managed to
Cute
go to
point.
sleep. That was a
You're
wisdom
up all
save
night.
to stay asleep after 4 hours, as you were
Okay.
suddenly
I
awoken.
actively wake you up.
As soon
As
as
I
they
shout,
Not by
disappear.
Fade waking you up. Fade has as you kind of groggily
Sleep
look
mode
over,
activate.
you see Fade very happily sleeping in the corner, and a frozen fire giant teenager, crouching over you with the alchemy jug and poking you. Hey, Garrigan, pointing to the alchemy jug and like throwing his thumb back to Fade. Garrigan, Garrigan, but Garrigan.
You can't
Starts-
speak the language. Oh my god, that's
No.
awesome.
No.
Starts pushing the alchemy jug like in your face, poking you with it. Garrigan.
The point will take it, put it beside him, look up.
He's just doing like what the fuck man hand pose.
Uh,
Got
He wants to figure out how to pour it. 'Cause it's
Again,
run
gone.
out.
Again, gas. Gone.
but I will attempt to pour some ale out. Is it just empty of ale at this point?
No, he doesn't be able to activate it again.
Oh, okay.
You make wine.
Doesn't know how to work it. That's why he's waking you up.
Okay. So.
Make
How
him
do
some pure ethanol. I just want to see what happens.
I can't do that. Okay, I will take the alchemy jug. I will pour some into a cup. Hold it. Point at my own head. Point at the cup. Like point at my head with two hands. Point at the cup. Go one hand on head, other hand on jug. Pour.
He's
Trying to
gonna-
mime, you have to think about ale to pour the ale.
See, all I got was, I want you to crack open my head and drink the
instructions are
content.
inside.
The instructions are in my head. You need to eat my brain to know them.
So I will hand it over, point to my head, and mime pouring.
He just tips the jug upside down. Kind of just shakes it a bit. Looks at you with like a "Are you stupid?" expression.
The point looks back with the exact same expression.
He rolls his eyes.
We'll point at the ale. Just point at the ale. Point at the head. Ale head. Ale head.
Get garlic. Garlic.
So what were the two phrases? You missed the spot and get back
70
to work.
lashes.
And 70 lashes. Nope. The point will sigh. And
Pass out.
do I have any sort of large receptacle? I don't want to spend another spell slot just to create a bucket.
No, it would also break your long rest if you were to cast a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You still need to get another
Oh.
at least 2 hours of actual sleep.
I've got an idea. Is Fade's leg hollow?
We've established that it is. It's also made of coins.
Take his leg off and pour it into that.
Fucking Rocket Raccoon and that
I
shit.
don't think I can take the leg off.
Why
I'll
not?
pour it into that and just you can drink out of phase for a bit, but
Yeah,
I'll
just take
pull
his
out.
leg off. It's a metal leg. You can probably do it.
I'm
You're
going
right.
to
I,
allow it.
I can fill it. I'll pull
Yeah.
out my water skin, pour it into the lava, fill it with ale.
He takes it and just starts drinking it.
Give a thumbs up close my eyes. Let's see how long it is until that runs out.
For reference, by the way, just as a PSA for this, that fire giant is of legal drinking age, so this is fine.
And he's also dead.
Yes, in Fire Giant age, he is 18.
Yep.
Which,
It's a lot
as
older
we are,
than 18.
as we are a UK channel, that's perfectly legal for any of our American viewers watching. Don't worry about it. And also, this isn't a bar.
Yep. But this is on Twitch.
So, also, this is a strange man in a prison giving you alcohol.
This is also a strange, small rock star giving you booze.
5 minutes later, you feel an impact as a small stone hits against your face.
You can just tap me. I wasn't asleep.
You hear no response.
Okay. Take the
A
alchemy
second
jug.
later, a stone hits you in the face.
Speak common.
I think that's where we should pick up next week. With,
I don't
with,
know, man. I want to see if Point manages to resolve the situation and gets a long rest.
Okay. I've still got.
weeks to think about.
Is the lid of the box raw materials?
The lid of the sarcophagus? Yeah, sure.
Yes.
It's just stone.
I'm making it into a big bucket using fabricate. Oh, hang on, it's a box. I'm going to fill the box with ale.
You're gonna fill his sarcophagus with ale.
I'm going to fill his sarcophagus with ale.
Oh no.
I have no idea how much ale you can get from this thing.
I can get 4 gallons from this thing.
You do it. You fill this thing with 4 gallons. Let's go.
Hang on, do you want
Um,
to... Fuck it. I'm going to put half an ounce of poison in there as well, just because he's annoyed me. It won't be enough to poison the giants, but it'll just make it
He's also
slightly
undead.
unwell. Also undead. I'll make it taste slightly bad.
Fair enough. So 4 gallons of ale and some poison later, you managed to distract the teenage frost giant, or the frozen fire giant,
Oh, he's going to be... Can undead get drunk? He's going to be so
No.
drunk when we wake up.
long enough to gain the rest of your sleep,
Yay!
Gain you extra 2 hours.
which is quite funny. That's where we're gonna end there, as everyone gains the benefits of a long rest.
Hey.
And we will pick up next time, having awoken on the day the ship arrives.
Hmm. 2 of us in jail, 1 of us in jail. The other 3
One of you in
hiding.
voluntary jail. One of us in a small house. Do you guys actually not need a long rest? Fuck.
I did.
Yeah, I haven't used anything. I haven't taken damage or used any
Well,
resources.
no, because we've just been running around this city for like the last
No,
day.
but we've been through a combat encounter as well, and I just didn't get hit.
Yeah, I was running out of spell slots. But apart from
Yeah.
that, I was fine.
Yeah, you guys don't need combat
You
anymore,
just
right?
touch
Combat's
the
a thing of
wall.
the past.
No combat.
The last combat
No,
encounter we
combat
did
is a thing of the immediate future.
Yeah, the last when you wake up and just murder this giant.
I wouldn't murder him, I just put him back in the
You
sarcophagus.
wouldn't murder him. He's undead. You can't murder an undead. You'd
Yeah.
purge him. That's where Point takes levels in Paladin from this exact moment.
I mean,
Fuck's sake.
the point is on that arc towards going paladin. Not there yet.
One thing that I'm not like that keeps annoying me about Bard is I can't change my spells on a long rest.
Yeah, that's like one of the 2 classes, even after like the update, I think.
After the update, you will be able to. Same with Rangers.
No, I was in the update as in the was it Tasha's?
Mm.
It wasn't Tasha's.
Yeah,
it was the other update. The update that added all the optional features for all the classes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Ash's Cauldron.
Yeah,
Is that Tasha's?
but in 1 D&D, it's going to be that
Every
you can
class
change
do it.
change it after a long rest. Same with
Yeah,
Rangers.
Rangers
as
Oh,
well.
only 2 spells.
A coffin.
Yes.
Oh no, it's a 7-foot coffin. I didn't take that into account. I was going by human-sized coffins. Damn it! It's more than 50 more than 100 gallons rather.
We haven't. Well, I like this one's already left. We haven't signed off.
No,
Oh,
that was the GM that got DC'd.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yep.
Yeah.
Internet
fair
break
enough.
for
Yeah.
GM.
Well, Chris is gone, so I guess
yeah,
that's
we're
all
not-
for Alterra today.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not live, are we? Because he was recording it,
We're
wasn't
still live.
No.
We're still live.
No.
he? Oh, fantastic.
And
Well,
is
tune in
one
next
keeping it
week.
live.
See if we kill this giant again, if we get the
See if
fun, if
see
we
if the
steal the
rest-
ship, if
There
we
we
do
go.
a lot of
Oh,
shit.
we got DM back.
There we go.
James
I'm
back.
back. Yeah,
Ah, he's
that's fine.
back. I don't have to wrap up.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Hooray!
Hey! Bye bye!
Bye.
Easy.